of the deuce. My brother got his own hot burger at Tucker Deuce. Now I rush more of these sports, spitting the truth. It's Channing Crowder, greatest Dolphins who rock up 52. Solana one best of Miami, the voice of FIU. We reppin' to Miami, the Heat and the Panthers too. We reppin' for the Marlins, the Dolphins, that's how we do. We reppin' for the Grit, so it's always about the U. Hey Jimmy, please get a bell on the phone and tell him that it's on. I finally got his name on the song. Can't do it wrong, cause it sounds so sweet. You spit the facts while I keep the crowd on their feet. Football season be the reason that I be bringing this heat. Georgia music representing 104.3. Hey, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show on a Friday, a festive Friday on Miami Beach. We are at the Miami Beach Convention Center, Playoff Fan Central. We've got Hurricanes and the Hoosiers coming up Monday night. And the festivities kind of got underway today here at the Miami Beach Convention Center. And this is not Radio Row. I told you yesterday they're calling it Audio Avenue because there's more than just radio. But we're watching right now. We have a little practice field in front of us. Have some youngsters, some school-age children getting a little workout in. I will tell you about the oldsters who got a workout in before the show started in a moment. But there's all kinds of different activations. There's Dr. Pepper, Fansville. Everybody's familiar with Fansville, all those Dr. Pepper commercials. And we've seen Ram trucks and the Ram truck mascot. And we saw Jonathan Vilma doing a signing right down the way from us. There's Capital One next to us, big food area. There's a lot of different activations for kids and families. And there's a huge store as well, which I'm going to check out during one of the commercial breaks. There's also a 40-yard dash. And what transpired, first of all, I have video up on my Instagram. It is Radio Mark Hochman. Solana loves to talk about his athletic prowess.
Yes.
All the time. And when he beats Murray at the Dink Club, he counts that as another feather in his cap.
Double knee brace.
But, man, we know he's had significant knee injuries before. He crumples just from jet lag. He's not the sturdiest guy, but it never fails. If there's some sort of athletic contest, Solana starts talking about how he's going to whoop everybody.
Yeah. And I'm standing next to him.
Right.
And he looks me in the eyes.
Now, admittedly, he'll beat me in 9 out of 10 athletic contests. I am 56 years old.
9 out of 10?
9 out of 10. I don't think you'd beat me at the 40.
You see the form?
Watching what you did, I probably am throttling it back to maybe 6 out of 10. But you're 30 years old, yeah?
31.
31.
Yeah.
You're, 25 years younger than me.
Mm-hmm.
Crowder, while you're younger, is still a former professional athlete and has the eye of the tiger. You have an eye of a needle.
Little meerkat.
So Solana's yapping at this 40-yard dash. He's like, I could take you. And Crowder's like, you really think you could beat me in a 40?
No way.
And I put it up on Instagram because I even said to Solana, I said, I don't think you're going to finish. And so he was all offended. He's like, you don't think I'm going to finish? I go, bro, I know what your knees are like. I know that you haven't stretched at all, but he has an inflated sense of who he is athletically. And again, it's because he beats Murray at the Dink Club.
Mm-hmm.
And they race in the 40. And Solana, tell everyone what you have been saying to us for the last 10 minutes.
I am 99% sure I pulled my hamstring in my right leg and my groin in my left leg. And that is not shtick.
That's not shtick. He keeps muttering. I swear to God, he keeps muttering, I'm not doing well. And then we're all parked in the same garage on Miami Beach.
Mm-hmm.
He leaned over 2 minutes before the show began and said to me, I don't think I'll be able to make it back to the garage.
You bad off, bro?
when I made the decision to sit down for the show,
Uh-huh.
that was a 4-hour decision because I don't
So,
think
like, if you need a refreshment, I got to go get it
I
for
don't
you.
think I can get up.
Yeah.
You can't get a Dr. Pepper over at the Fansville?
And so Crowder, Solana kept saying, I hung with him. It was close.
I did. That's not debatable.
But if you were watching Crowder, he was just looking off to the side at you, smiling the entire race, and he just put on the afterburners at the end when he kept up with you for the first 30 yards.
I don't know. I mean, both of us kind of agreed to go like 60%.
No agreement was made.
60%.
I didn't make an agreement.
So Crowder 60%, my 60%. We were neck and neck.
When I love the confidence, Solana. I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoy a confident human being. But at some point you have to realize that you're the guy that tears his ACL playing soccer with Chris Whittingham.
I strive to live my life every day like I'm Mario Chalmers on the Big Three.
Right. Inflated sense
about
of
everything.
Yeah.
Hawk.
Yeah, and it's sometimes a great way to live. But if you keep learning time and time again that you're not, doesn't it affect you at all?
There's no such thing as a failure, only a lesson.
But Solana, it's like me, where I've been in fights. I think I have a little squabble in me. I'm not really scared to walk down a dark alley.
Yeah.
But then, like my son, he always goes to the extreme. So, Daddy, would you fight Mike Tyson? Daddy, would you fight? And I'm like, I'm not fighting Mike Tyson. That's a different level. Like, you have to know where your level is. Dink Club, you're a Dink Club all-star.
Right.
But like life, in life, you're not there.
But like focus in on the Dink Club.
Yeah.
Like that, like crow and preen at the Dink Club.
Right.
And then leave and get in your car. No more crow or preen.
Line up with me right now on the 5-yard line. Let's go.
You have no working legs. I wish it was shtick. It was really funny. He literally has been muttering for 10 minutes.
No.
I'm not doing well.
I'm not. No joke. I think I pulled my hamstring, and I'm very, very, very upset about that.
I can imagine. You have a lot of races lined up, don't you? The World Nationals are coming up, no?
I can't straighten out my leg.
You got the circuit coming? Oh, you're in the circuit here soon in Junior Olympics? Man, get out of here.
Amazing. Anyway,
you have your massage gun on you, Crowder?
At Playoff Fan Central at the Miami Beach Convention Center. So this will be going on all weekend long and on Monday as well. And if you're looking to kind of get into the festivities of the college football playoffs and the national championship game, which is coming up Monday night, bring the family out here. Very reminiscent of, an NFL activation when a Super Bowl comes to town. And it's fun. It's a fun,
awesome.
Fun little thing. Gets you in the mood for a little football on Monday night. If you were listening to our show yesterday, it was later in the show, but we all gave you our opinions. All of us are riding the University of Miami. I have not wavered on that. We talked with Danny Cannell on the show yesterday. We talked with Gino Toretta on the show. We've had John Michaels on this week. I can't think of a person who has picked Indiana. Now,
not on the show. I'm watching a lot of ESPN and all.
And people are on Indiana. I mean, there's a reason they're an 8.5-point favorite. Somebody's picking them.
Oh, no, they're picking them. But and I keep hearing, the Canes dominate time of possession, and they're still in close games. So what happens when Indiana has 30 minutes of possession? What if the Canes don't let them have 30 minutes of possession? Like, if the doubt is amazing. And my thing, too, just hearing Matt Hawk and Solana, they're doubting UM. And Indiana hasn't been relevant in football in 100 years. But now they figured it out, but the Canes don't know what they're doing. It is a crazy, disrespectful line. Like, I think the game will be close, but I was saying it yesterday. I think them just saying, literally, 8.5 points is an ass kicking. They're just going to come out and whoop Miami and Hard Rock. I cannot see it happen. I know it's not going to happen.
We're going to find out. Monday night, you're going to hear the game here on 104.3 FM WQAM. Let's get headlines from Alejandro Solana. He had to sit through a rough Heat game last night. Now, Bam Adebayo, we were on the over again, me and Crowder. It was 15.5 once again. He went over in the first half. Guys banging down threes.
Mm-hmm.
But they had a late game collapse, which they've been wont to do. Boston's a good team, so I don't but they had it. That was man, when I was watching the fourth quarter, it looked like Boston got 6 chances on every offensive possession.
Yeah.
It was driving me crazy.
Yeah.
And then Spo had some harsh words for Khalil Ware after the game. But let's get headlines here. Brought to you by Darrell Hyundai. You always pay less with your Pricito at Darrell Hyundai. Visit them at Darrell Hyundai or DarrellHyundai.com.
What game are they playing in front of us?
Make sure to stretch, kids.
If that's not called grab
Words
ass,
of
I don't
wisdom.
know. what game is
It's kind of like an Oklahoma drill, no?
I think it's grab ass
Yeah, it's great. It's an Oklahoma drill with no
tackling.
right, no physicality. Well, it's an Oklahoma drill with flags.
Oh,
This
okay.
is yeah. You got to get the flag.
Yeah. Football's changing.
Yeah.
What do you want? These kids at
Line it up.
You want them walking out of here like Solana?
One on the goal line, one on the 10. Blow the whistle. Let's see who the better man is.
You think the coach is Dan Campbell? Yeah, yesterday the Heat, they had a 19-point lead in the first half. And look, I mean, they got just outplayed in the fourth quarter. And you're right, Hoch, 31-7 advantage for the Celtics in second chance points. That was wildly frustrating. I haven't sensed this much frustration today on social media from Heat fans as I have in a long time, probably since they got blown out by Cleveland in back-to-back games last year and throughout the whole Jimmy Butler thing. But here's where you're at. A year ago, you were 21-20 at the halfway point through 41 games. And it was all kind of under the guise of, well, Jimmy's out and he's standing in the corner and like the whole Jimmy thing. This year, despite everybody praising the offensive start and the fun start to the season, you're 21-20 at the 41-game mark, halfway through the season. The exact same spot you were at a year ago.
I mean, all you've done really is switch out Jimmy Butler for Norman Powell. It kind of makes sense, right?
And
I mean,
change the offense.
you shouldn't be miles better than you were without Jimmy Butler.
Your record is a direct correlation to your roster. I don't know if anybody's ever said that, but I hope I coined the phrase. Put in any damn offensive defense you want, Solana. I know you believe in PERs and whatever. Your talent level is going to get you where you need to be. You can overcome that with a guy like Jimmy can score 50 in a playoff game and things of that nature. But they're exactly where they're going to be. They're a 500 team. They're a 500 roster. Therefore, they're going to be a 500 team.
I can't argue with you. I mean, I think they're better than they've played thus far or than their record shows. I also think they're better with Tyler in the lineup over many more games than he's been available. But I mean, at a certain point, what are we doing?
Got to be honest.
You're 21-20.
You're spinning your wheels,
Correct.
which is what they've been doing
Correct.
for a while, and hoping they find magic in a bottle.
I just think there comes a point where you have to be real with the situation, and there's a deadline coming up.
Somebody responded on my Instagram. Alex cannot be aging like a normal 31-year-old.
He's Benjamin Button.
He's got progeria.
Going backwards.
Hey,
Got progeria.
How old are you really? 73.
Yeah, we know your metabolic age is very young. What's your hamstring age?
You ever ran track?
Me?
I know the answer. Don't worry about it.
Did you see my form?
Your form is
40?
terrible.
It was good.
Why are your
His
hands
long
so spread
strides.
out?
You know what?
Long
If
strides.
you watch the video that I put on Instagram, I wonder if it's saved to my
That's
camera
long
roll.
strides.
Oh,
But
now I gotta watch this.
Here, look. Watch your arms. It's Radio Mark Hochman on Instagram. But watch Solana's arms when he runs. It's very Forrest Gumpish. Oh, look at that little stretch from you there. It's almost like swimming. You know what I mean?
You
Like
can
he's
tell-
Tight elbows.
reaching out.
You could tell at the exact moment I felt my hamstring pop.
Oh, I saw it pop.
Oh, we all heard it.
No.
I mean, literally, you could tell at the exact moment. Right there.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
see I kind
Yeah.
of pull up a little bit.
But look at your arms. Watch your arms. Watch your arms.
Why?
Look at this.
Why? Like, what are you digging for?
Well, I'm not wearing cleats.
So you're cleaning the air.
He's got hand cleats. in the air.
He's cleaning the air.
Will
That's funny.
by the time we're on the air Monday at 2 p.m., will the Dolphins have their new head coach?
Hey, Hong Kong Mongolian on the chat. WQAM must be paid by Heat and Fins. That's all they talk about. It's all about the U. Talk Canes. Listen, if you're going to tune in at 2:15 for the first time since the college football playoffs started and say all we do is talk Heat and Dolphins, you have not been listening to this station or this show. You're booted from the show, Hong Kong Mongolian.
Mm-hmm.
Get your ass out today.
There you go.
You're gone.
Tighten his ass
Yeah.
up.
You're
Tighten him up,
gone.
Hawk. There we go. Huh?
You are not welcome to listen to this show. Beat it.
But what if he's here? I got your back.
Yeah, no, nothing with Solana. I mean,
Yeah, Solana's
not even going to be able to get me over to Fayetteville for a little drive.
I can't move.
With that form, I know you've never been in a fight.
I can't move, he muttered.
I can't move.
That really that got you.
No joke.
We've literally done 4 hours on the Canes every day this week. Every bleeping day. We have done 16 hours of Canes talk Monday through Thursday, Hong Kong Mongolian. So beat it. Get the hell out of here. Get him out of the chat, Jimmy.
Hey, beat it. There you go.
Will the Dolphins have their head coach? 2 p.m. Monday when we're on the air again.
Man, don't do it on the day that the national championship is going on. Can they have a little bit of courtesy for Hurricanes football fans?
And it's funny because, Hawk, you said a number of times, why hold on to McDaniel? Now you're putting yourself behind the search, and the coaches that people want are now going to be swooned and attracted to other teams. But I'm almost swinging where, what's the rush? We're rushing to get the coordinator.
Now
of the
I don't
Chargers.
feel like there's a major rush.
That's the thing. Harbaugh's gone. I don't think Tomlin's coming back. Are we rushing to get Shula because his dad's last name?
But no one else is, so you're not in a rush.
That's the thing. So I would say no, because how we've been slow motion on so many other things. But and also I don't think there's a rush right now to go hire a guy real fast.
Just let the Hurricanes have their day on Monday.
Yeah.
You know?
And it
Especially
might
the
convince
media.
somebody.
Yeah.
Bring them to the game, Ross. You own the stadium.
Now, you saw Darren Waller last
I
night
did see
on the
that.
podcast. Whose
Yeah.
podcast was that? That was Johnny Manziel's podcast.
That's crazy.
You saw what Darren Waller said?
That was I don't know if I believe him, and I'm not suggesting that he would make up the story. I just don't know if
it sounds like you are suggesting that.
if he's exaggerating the story a little bit, because the way he describes that situation literally is a really bad look for Stephen Ross, is it not?
That's why
Yeah.
I'm of the belief that was never Stephen Ross's intention to fire him, because he was doing exit interviews. If you were 50-50 on a guy, you'd say, hey, let's all take a breather this week. Let's postpone the exit interviews. Let's really sit down, and I want to hear your plan and blah, blah, blah. If you're a lame duck coach, how are you going to be able to approach that? And then just to barge in on his exit interview with Darren Waller and say, hey, beat it. I really feel like Stephen Ross kind of got rushed into this because, hey, someone's telling him John Harbaugh's available. We need to get in the mix. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's a pretty bad look.
It is. And I'm saying this with all assumption that Darren Waller wasn't lying. To your point, because it does sound, the whole story sounds crazy. To where, hey, he couldn't wait another 3 minutes.
Well, no, but
or even walk in and say, hey, I need to talk to you whenever this is
when
finished.
you're done with Darren,
so
can you come see me in my office?
holler at me in 8.
he's going to
Like,
jump into the meeting and just casually sit there, and then it's going to get so awkward that Darren Waller's like, let me step out, and that's when he's going to fire him. I don't know. I just don't think that, as much as I criticize Stephen Ross, he's not an idiot.
But this sounds unrealistic in 2026. You have a receptionist. You have a phone sitting on the desk. You could call. You could text.
Right.
You could tweet.
You could text Mike.
You could.
Hey, when you're done with your latest exit interview, come see me in my office.
Come holler at me. Email, DMs, all the stuff people try to get in contact with me with. There's so many ways of communication now. For him to come awkwardly sit in the room sounds unreasonable. But for him to want to do it right now, it kind of plays into what we talked about, where he was dragging it on. He had so many people in his ear, and it was like, let me cut the cord. I'm pulling this Band-Aid off so slow. Let me snatch this Band-Aid off, because I've been trying, and we've said it. I believe Stephen Ross, I'll say this, Mike McDaniel and Stephen Ross will have a meal in the next 2 weeks, in the next 2 years, in the next 20 years.
I think Mike McDaniel will forever be grateful to Stephen Ross for hiring him for his first job, and I think Stephen Ross will be forever grateful to Mike McDaniel for giving us some excitement the first couple seasons and being a collaborative guy. I think they really like each other.
Mike McDaniel's going to get an OC job somewhere. When they play the Dolphins at home, he's going to call as soon as he lands in FLL and say, hey, Steve, text him, hey, Steve, I'm in town. I didn't know what you had planned for tonight. We're playing y'all tomorrow. I think they're that cool, but I think he had to rip the Band-Aid off, and it was so long. If it happened that way, I'm glad he went ahead and ripped the Band-Aid off instead of dragging it out, because that's –
But you could have waited 5 more minutes.
It's the 5 minutes, Hawk. 5 minutes is over. I'm just saying it's almost disservice, which you paid him a lot of money. But to Mike McDaniel, to have him doing player interviews for the team, knowing that you're fired,
right?
Let's rip this Band-Aid off. It wasn't Black Monday. I don't have a problem with it not being Black Monday, but why let it go 2 weeks?
Right. Or why let it go into exit interviews instead of just taking that breather? We're all going to recalibrate for 7 days, and then we'll either move ahead or we'll agree that we're better off separating.
Yes.
Like, it just seemed willy-nilly. You have anything else in the headlines? Because I don't have enough time with DBJ.
We'll get to the playoff games coming up later on in the show. Big NFL weekend starting tomorrow. Your weather in South Florida, it is gorgeous. I mean, we're inside right now, and I can't look outside.
I want to be outside.
Which is tough,
So
but
nice.
it's
I
beautiful
was
outside.
so wrong about the weather yesterday. I think this cold snap, I think I got sold a false bill of goods because it's been pleasurable. If you needed to turn on your heat last night, you're out of your mind.
Oh, no, don't come on outside.
I was so wrong. You were right about the insulation in my apartment. It's almost unbearably hot. So I was wrong.
My neighbor's his tongue is still stuck to a pole in our neighborhood because it's so cold outside.
Anything else?
That's your weather, Hawk.
All right. Hong Kong Mongolian. You're going to love the next segment because Don Bailey Jr. is going to talk some Hurricanes football with us. So I invite you back in the fold, Hong Kong Mongolian. Don Bailey Jr. next. Guys, the new year is here. Improving your health might be one of your big resolutions. But if you're tired and you're low on energy and you're not sleeping well, you're not seeing progress in the gym, staying committed can be tough. Atlantic Men's Clinic can likely help with your resolution. Those symptoms are often signs of low testosterone. Low testosterone causes a host of problems. Sometimes cause you to pull up lame in a 40. Other times it just causes bad sleep, unproductive workouts, decreased energy, brain fog. And most men just attribute those symptoms to aging, and they don't realize there's treatments that can give you back your vibrancy. So if you're feeling like that, treat your low T and change your life. Atlantic Men's Clinic are the experts in treating low testosterone and other men's sexual health conditions. I love my weekly visits to Atlantic Men's Clinic for my testosterone. I'm 56 years old. I'm telling you, I wish I had started sooner with Atlantic Men's Clinic. That's how much of a difference I feel. So make yourself a consultation. You go there, they do your lab work, they have your results within 30 minutes. A Florida licensed medical provider reviews your results with you and discusses your options. They have 7 locations in South Florida. Call them today, 877-455-7300, 877-455-7300, or visit AtlanticMen'sClinic.com.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Guys, we are Miami. We are the U. That's got to mean everything.
Don Bailey Jr. is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. And I remind you, before we talk a little Canes football, the best place to get geared up for Monday night is Caneswear in Davie, or online at caneswear.com. We are live at the Miami Beach Convention Center, Playoff Fan Central, and they got a lot of activities and people milling about and activations, and this weekend it's really going to be slammed as everybody gets ready for the big game on Monday night, which you will hear here on 104.3 FM WQAM. Don Bailey Jr. will be on the call along with Joe Zagacki and Josh Darrow. You'll have some pregame action starting at 3 p.m. on this radio station Monday, so we'll have an abbreviated show. Hello, DBJ. You feeling the excitement?
Absolutely. I've been feeling it for the whole month of December and January.
Well, now it's really up on us here. So tell us this. We've had this conversation all week long, essentially. The Hurricanes are 8.5-point underdogs. So Vegas, the prognosticators, they're telling you Indiana is a touchdown or more better than the Hurricanes. And I'm having a tough time getting to that number because I watched what Miami did at College Station. I watched them against Ohio State. Obviously, we all watched the Ole Miss game. What do you think is the fair number on this matchup?
Honestly, Hawk, I'm not like a number guy, but I can see how people can say that Indiana is going to beat Miami by more than a touchdown. But there's a big fat if behind that. You know, if Miami has 10 penalties and Indiana doesn't, that would probably equal a touchdown difference. If Miami turns the football over 2 times and Indiana doesn't, that would probably equal those kind of points. If Miami plays the type of game that they played against Ohio State and they didn't have a penalty and Ohio State had 2, then I would think that the score would look something like the Miami-Ohio State game. And I just, what I see that number, and I really don't ever look at the spread or the number because it doesn't really mean anything to me. But if you go back and look at the shoulda, the woulda, the coulda, it might that Miami has had along the way, and you compare that to Indiana is they haven't, they won't, and they don't, then I can understand that.
And DBJ, we're speaking about it. I'm just like rosters. I kind of look at rosters and, who's going to be better. Like you got to line up. Oh, you know how it is. Football is one-on-one. It's one-on-one. Block him. Don't let him block you. Cover him. Go catch the ball. Throw the ball. Don't let him get to you. Where does Indiana have this amazing advantage roster-wise, depth chart-wise? Because I think the O-line, Miami's O-line is better. Miami's D-line is better. Him being black, I'm picking Fletcher and Brown over them. Surratt, I'm taking Malachi Toney and C.J. Daniels over them. Like, I can see at the quarterback position, and we have to be honest, they have the Heisman Trophy winning quarterback. But the other positions, right, DBJ, like, where do they have this advantage?
I look at them, and I think the biggest advantage they have is that they've got 4th and 5th and 6th-year guys, and a whole bunch of them have been with Cignetti, whether it was at JMU or it's been at Indiana. They also have a bunch of guys that, especially the JMU bunch, that probably felt that they were overlooked, and they've got that attitude. And listen, Miami won their first national championship with that attitude. They played Nebraska, who was the greatest team in the history of college football, and wrote the book and sang the song about who's the greatest. And, and Miami starts the season losing the first game to Florida on the road with a quarterback from Boardman, Ohio, that nobody knew who the hell he was. And you had a bunch of guys that to this day have that attitude where nobody respected us and we're going to go kick everybody's ass along the way. And I think that's the big advantage or the advantage. I don't think it's a big advantage in the game. I think that's their mindset at Indiana, is that we're going to practice the way we practice. We're not going to make mistakes. We're going to play complementary football, and you're going to have to beat us. You're going to have to play your cleanest game to beat the University of Indiana.
DBJ, if the game is close at the end, in other words, a one score, one possession game at the end of the game, is that a good thing for the Miami Hurricanes? Because, I mean, that was the way that they beat A&M. That's the way that they beat Ohio State. That's the way that they beat Ole Miss. Is that just what we should expect from the Hurricanes? That's what they're hoping to do. One possession game at the end. Defense either has to make a stop, or the offense, ball in Carson Beck's hands behind that O-line, has to go make a play to win the national championship game.
Well, I think that this game, I really think that both of these teams, you're kind of looking in the mirror when you play each other. Channing's right. There's a size differential from the O-line to their D-line, but you got two quarterbacks that have been around for 5 and 6 years that are efficient guys and have got a lot of experience and had success. You've got both teams have two wide receivers that are very successful. Both teams have two running backs that probably neither side would trade. And then you've got a similar style of defense is run by both coordinators. And so I expect, unless, again, you go back to turnovers and penalties and foolish mistakes, I expect this thing to go down to the bitter end. And you've got the two best teams in the United States of America through a playoff system. So there should be no conversation about who should be here or who wouldn't be here or why isn't somebody else here. Through the system, these are the two best teams, and I think it's going to be every second of 15 rounds.
And should they get a little, I like the word Hawk used, cutesy. Should they try? Should Shannon Dawson try some stuff? Should we see the Malacat, Tony, and all that stuff? Or do you just play football because we don't want to? Don't do anything crazy because the first couple of mistakes can decide this game.
Shannon Dawson will not play scared. Mario Cristobal will not play scared. Alex Mirabal will not play scared. Miami will not play scared. Miami is going to go out there just like they had to go on the road at A&M and beat them, and had to go on the road to beat Ohio State because of where the bowl is. The same thing, they had to go out to the Fiesta Bowl, and they ended the season at Pitt, and they ended it at Virginia Tech. Miami's going to play Miami football. I don't see Miami coming in there being worried or conservative about anything. They will have, both sides, I expect, will have some new wrinkles to this game. The thing that people forget, Channing, is that both these squads have got 15 games of tape, and half the country is going to half of the country's got in the football business are Miami fans, and half the country's on Indiana fans. So they're going to get intel from all over the country. But at the end of the day, Shannon Dawson is going to be Shannon Dawson, and just like Corey Heatherman is going to be Corey Heatherman, and their coordinators are going to be their coordinators. Are they going to throw a few new things at them? I absolutely expect it. But at the end of the day, both of these football teams want to run the damn ball.
Hey, Hawk, you said Joe Z had a little edge to him. DBJ got a little edge to him.
He's locked in, right?
DBJ got a little edge.
He is locked in. DBJ, this is an almost impossible task. But if I said to you, name a Canes college football playoffs MVP through the 3 college football playoff games that they've played. Mark Fletcher, Carson Beck, Malachi Tony, Ruben Bain.
Stop.
Mark Fletcher.
It's Mark Fletcher. I mean, it's you look at it, if you go in offense and a defense probably be a little bit more of a struggle, but offensively, it's Mark Fletcher. This team runs on Mark Fletcher, and they should. He's a great leader, does everything he's supposed to do. He's committed. He's coming back. He busts his ass on every single snap. He does everything he's supposed to do. And he is a great representative of the university. He's a great representative of this team. And he has the pulse of this football team. And to me, this is Mark Fletcher. And If everybody plays the way that Mark Fletcher plays every snap, if everybody approaches the game like Mark Fletcher approaches every single game, and everybody understands that the type of effort that it'll take that Mark Fletcher gives to win a football game, then Miami's okay. Just do what Mark does, and you'll be fine.
DBJ, can I counter you, though? Because I'm with everything you just said about Mark Fletcher. I am with you. However, I was arguing, because Hoch and Crowder were both saying Fletch, I was arguing the MVP is not a single player, but it's the offensive line. Because of all the things you just mentioned, but none of it gets accomplished without the offensive line just being an absolute force on every single snap. They are the combination of the 7 guys, but the 5 guys up front, to me, are the MVPs of not just the CFP, but the entire season.
So you must be looking for a loan from me or something, talking so good about my baby.
I've been listening to the broadcast, DBJ. I've been listening to the broadcast.
Those are my babies.
I do need some new tile in my house. We'll talk a little bit later about that on Tuesday after the Natty.
But Solano, here, listen. I credit you because you, in my opinion, you really are correct. Now, let me finish. How this team is built, how Coach Cristobal and Coach Mirabal and guys that have played that position, yours truly, they don't want it. They don't want them to be the feature of attention. They don't want an award. They don't want nothing. You know what they want? Leave their ass alone and let them go knock the hell out of somebody for 60 minutes. And at the end of the day, everybody can take a bow and grab a microphone and do what they want to do. But those 6 or 7 guys that are going to start and play that football game, they know what they've done, and they don't need a trophy, or they don't need a ribbon, or they don't need an attaboy. They know. So you would never – do they deserve it? You damn right. Would I give it to them? I wouldn't insult them. I would not insult them by putting them on stage or putting them out front, because that's not what they're about.
Why were you drawn to the offensive line, DBJ? Why did you want to become an offensive lineman?
Lack of speed.
Keep going. Lack of speed, lack of athleticism, okay? Highly intelligent, and enjoyed knocking the hell out of people.
Were you honestly always drawn to the offensive line?
I'll have to tell you, Hoch, most people are not drawn there because of the things we just mentioned. They are put there.
Yeah.
Who walks in the yard with their buddy and say, "I'm at guard"?
Right. It's odd to me, but usually in like middle school or high school, even the offensive linemen, like they're running backs or they're quarterbacks somehow. So like at some point, like you didn't start on the offensive line, DBJ. You thought you were what? A wideout.
No, bro. I'm telling you, day one, 75-pound football, I was an offensive lineman. Day one.
Were you big though, DBJ? I know DBJ's big.
No. He was heavy.
You were heavy, DBJ?
No.
Yes, you were.
I was a skinny, scrawny pain in the ass that developed and did whatever I had to do. But it was
What was your playing weight? What was your playing weight at UM?
At UM, I came in at
175.
No, I came in. I went probably 230, 240, 250 to 255 at the end. Yeah, and then
that's big in the 40s.
Huh?
That was big in the 1940s, DBJ.
I got your 1940, bro. That was. Give me a little break, bro. That was the early 80s.
Hey, DBJ, Ruben Bain would literally lift you up and with a pinky and move you to the side nowadays.
Let me tell you something. From his size then to our size back, his size now to our size then.
Yeah,
Ruben Bain wouldn't even have to wear pads. He could go out there without a helmet. You know what I mean?
He could knock you over by yelling "boo."
Yeah.
Me and DBJ have talked about it because my dad Randy started at Penn State, all the accolades, went to the NFL, played the NFL. He was 250. I played
That's right.
linebacker at 250.
Crazy.
Different games, different sizes.
Different size. That's why Refrigerator Perry was like such a no one 300-pound anything. He was really like 297.
Yeah.
Now you can't even crack the line. Like that's crazy,
Yeah.
man.
No,
All right,
the
so
kids that are coming in today, are I was in the meeting this morning and they've got a bunch of the enrollees are there, and everybody's 3 something, not like
Crazy.
300, 320, 315, 318,
But
and
athletic, right?
they can
like
run.
right,
something
they're not
athletic.
like they're not like 320 blobs. Yeah.
no, they're not 320 blobs. They're 320 athletes.
Yeah.
DBJ, let's do this thing Monday night. Keep your game face on. I like your attitude. Don't lose the edge all weekend long.
Uh-oh.
And Monday, let's bring them home to victory.
Guys, the edge is just getting started. Trust me.
All right.
The edge is just getting
I like
started. We're
I
going
like
to have it.
Pretty much stay out of Don Bailey flooring if you want a good deal today, because he's going to rake you over the coals.
No
If
negotiation.
you're coming in and trying to lowball him on some linoleum, today ain't the day, Jack.
No, I'm pulling up lame today, bro. I'm cutting out of here as soon as I get off this phone because I want to make sure I maintain my friendly relationship with all of our wonderful clients.
See you, DBJ. Have a great weekend, and we are excited to listen to you on Monday.
All right, guys, I appreciate you, and I truly enjoy everything we do together. I appreciate it, guys.
Man, let's enjoy it one more time on Monday,
Yes,
shall
sir.
we, DBJ? Come on.
Yes, sir.
All right. There you go. Don Bailey Jr., you will hear him Monday, 3 p.m. is when the pregame starts right here, and then kickoff officially quasi 7:30 p.m. Joe Zagacki, Don Bailey Jr., Josh Darrow on the call right here on 104.3 FM WQAM.
We all know that anniversaries are very special. The wedding anniversary, graduations, the birthdays. Anytime you have an anniversary, it is something special. My friends at Ed Morris, they are celebrating something special as well. Their 80th year in the business, blessing people with these wonderful cars. And that's why my buddy Chris Atkins, the GM over at Ed Morris, and his team, they are going to bless you. Sawgrass Cadillac is commemorating their occasion by giving you special deals on Cadillac luxuries that we all love. The all-electric 2026 Cadillac Optic, just $349 a month. Look at these deals for the celebration. The all-electric 2025 Cadillac Lyrics, just $369 a month. Ed Morris brands have been family-owned and operated for 80 years, so they know how to take care of their customers. I'm telling you, I'm backed by Morris. You got to be backed by Morris. So don't miss out on these 80th anniversary savings. Go see my buddies at Ed Morris Sawgrass Cadillac, 6-time dealer of the year off Sunrise Boulevard and the Sawgrass Expressway. Visit EdMorrisSawgrassCadillac.com. And remember, you got to be backed by Morris. Go click EdMorrisSawgrassCadillac.com.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana
some interviews next. Always got dope guests. Get the cesspool live, dropping comments and likes. We about to get 3 o'clock hour. Get ready for that 3 o'clock. Ready for that 3 o'clock.
We're ready for that 3 o'clock hour. We're live on Miami Beach Convention Center, Playoff Fan Central, and it is open to the public. Miami Beach Convention Center, open to the public, and there's, like I said, a ton of activations, a lot of action going on here. And it'll really be jam-packed with people Saturday, Sunday, and probably Monday as well. Crowder is sauntering up
Did you see him
to the broadcast table
while we were talking to some fans of the show? Did you see him holding his hamstring and stretching a
My
little bit?
calf.
Yeah.
That's the Lord.
If you want to see Crowder and Solana, I've aged out of this nonsense, so I don't even pretend that I can compete anymore. But if you want to see Crowder and Solana compete in the 40, the video is up on my Instagram, Radio Mark Hochman. You will see Solana run like Forrest Gump. You will see him crumple like Tyreek Hill. And you will see him convalesce like, I don't know. But Crowder's not doing much. Crowder beat him in the 40, but Crowder's not doing much better. He seems to be.
I'm bad off, man.
Yeah.
That's why you shouldn't make fun of people. The Lord got me back.
Yeah.
Well, you beat him, though. That was all you
Well,
said.
I don't know if he
I
did.
can't. Solana.
For sure. You beat me for sure. For
Solana,
sure.
he
Waited
toyed
at the
with
end.
you.
I smiled at you, and then I took off running.
You were facing straight ahead, Forrest. He was preening to all the people watching by staring at you, and then just kind of beat you at the end to say that he won. He could have beaten you by 10 yards.
I had you, though. I had you.
I could have beat you. I wasn't running. I was
could've
looking at you in the face.
His life is getting off the blocks quickly and using every ounce of his being to generate speed. Your life is nothing like that.
Like if Dink Club, you playing double knee brace Ned.
So we're watching here at the Miami Beach Convention Center. Desmond Howard was just holding court with a whole bunch of kids who are here on the football field, but there's a whole bunch of stuff to do.
Yes, this is cool.
Yeah, it is cool. It is cool. Get all the excitement of a big event. Has there been a national championship game with the home team playing in it?
Nope.
Since
There's
the playoffs
only-
started?
There's only 3. This is the first time. There's been instances where, for example, Georgia played at the Mercedes-Benz stadium in Atlanta, but that's not their home stadium. It's their home state.
City.
It's not their home stadium.
Yeah.
There's only 3 teams that play at NFL stadiums.
At a stadium that holds the national
right.
championship.
One of them is
game,
USF, and let's be honest, they're not making a college football national championship.
Well, they're
game.
not going to have one at Raymond James, though. That's not part of the. You have to be part of
The site,
The
the Fiesta Bowl, Orange
Right.
Bowl, Sugar Bowl, Rose Bowl.
Correct. I'm just saying there's only 3 teams that play at NFL stadiums.
I got you.
Yeah.
But there's only how many bowl games rotate? Is it 6 or 4?
I believe I
All
know.
the New Year's 6, right? Isn't it the New
Is
Year's
it 6?
Bowl?
Yeah. So those are literally the only cities
Yeah.
that could ever be playing at their home stadium for a national
I
championship.
played in the Outback and the Peach Bowl.
Who'd you play? Do you remember?
UM, you whooped me in the Peach Bowl, and then we played Iowa in the Outback Bowl. We got whooped again. We
Cornbread.
weren't very good in bowl games because we partied a lot.
Yeah, as probably as much as you thought you weren't taking bowl games seriously back then.
Oh my goodness!
Nowadays, it is like a comedy, right?
But yeah, so we're in Gainesville. Tampa is what, an hour away, 2 hours away. So now everybody just come there and party from Gainesville. Then my second year, we play the Canes. It's in Atlanta at the Peach Bowl. I'm from Atlanta, so now all my friends are there. I had a good time them weeks. Didn't make many plays, though. Devin Hester is so fast.
He is fast.
I said, man, this guy's flying.
So fast. Today is Joe Flacco's birthday. Do you think you could beat him in the 40, Solana?
No way.
Joe Flacco?
Nope.
Have you seen him move?
I don't think you could beat NFL offensive linemen in the 40.
Stop.
Solana, did you watch yourself?
The only reason I was asking you was to see if you had learned your lesson. There's not a single person who's a professional athlete or was that you could beat in the 40.
Let's go again right now.
I don't think you could beat Jim Larinaga in the 40.
Stop.
I think Jim
what
would
are you
get
doing?
you. Slaughter, you probably ran a 7.
No, I mean, it was timed. I ran like a 4.8.
You literally probably
We'll
ran
go
what,
back.
You ran a 7,
I have to go ask. I have to go ask the guy. He saved my time. We'll go back and check. It was like a 4.98.
Who's the guy that really was it? Alex Smith who just tore up his knee to shreds?
Yeah. Well, his knee, or his leg was gone.
I mean, you
Almost
wouldn't have a chance
amputated.
when
No.
he was rehabbing. You didn't have a chance to beat him in the 40.
No, I'm serious. Like Vernon Carey and those guys would smoke you in the 40.
Nah, no shot. If I actually,
Solana,
if I
no
stretched, if I warmed up,
You
and
stretched.
I squatted earlier this morning at the gym. So if I didn't do any of that stuff, I prepared for the 40. I'd take out several professional athletes.
Solana, I can't toy with my 12-year-old daughter in a race the way I did you.
Yeah,
I can't stare at Ava and run.
She's a hooper though.
Well, what are you?
He's a dink clubber.
He's a thinker.
He's a dinker.
I just saw on the show sheet, McDonald's introduced breakfast on this day in 1977. And I know it's kind of iffy because we do that every year.
Every year, you kind of question me. I've never been able to pinpoint it to exactly
But
this
what's the
date.
segment that? Oh, we have the hot cake
Hot-cake
segment. We
segment.
may have to play that today just for fun.
I'm
and
down.
so that Solana was eyeing. There's a cart there with a stretcher on it, and he was eyeing it as maybe just a place he could take a break for a few minutes.
Uh-huh.
And so maybe the hot cake segment would allow him to do that.
You think the paramedics have a cure for a pulled hamstring?
Let's go ask him.
Do you stretch normally? Like, are you
Every morning, and I stretched. I had a long our workout session this morning
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
at the health club. We ended it
Health club.
with a long stretch. So
Yeah.
I really thought I
So
was
what
good
do you,
to go.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
So, you stretch. You have a
There's Obi.
you have a
Hey.
trainer.
Hey, Obi.
You have a trainer.
Why does Obi look so small? Obi used to look a lot bigger.
Oh,
Yeah,
Ozempic.
orange. Now he's a.
That was funny.
Zempic
Obi
Obi.
Zempic.
He's a little tangerine now. He's not orange no more.
Clementine ass.
Clementine. He's a tiny little Obi.
That's funny. All right, let's do headlines here with
Obi
Alejandro
Zempic.
Solana, who is nursing a torn hammy, a ligament problem. He's got ACL issues, MCL. It really it was a rough 40 for him earlier. Headlines brought to you by Durrell Hyundai. You always pay less with your Pricito at Durrell Hyundai. Visit them at Durrell Hyundai or DurrellHyundai.com.
My brother texted me, you got burnt by a guy with no knees or ankles.
Tell him, joke's on him. You also have no knees or ankles.
So I know we discussed it in the first hour, but I would just like to revisit. The Dolphins still do not have a head coach. We know they've interviewed multiple candidates. And what we found out yesterday was that Darren Waller revealing that while he was in his exit interviews with Mike McDaniel, Stephen Ross somewhat interrupted it. And he was pretty much at the beginning of the firing of Mike McDaniel.
Here's
interview.
the story from SI, Alan Poupart on SI, for those who don't know the specifics of it. The firing of Mike McDaniel as Miami Dolphins head coach was most definitely abrupt, even if maybe it wasn't entirely unexpected. Tight end Darren Waller has shed some light on what happened a week ago Thursday when he went from discussing the next season with McDaniel to McDaniel no longer having a job. Appearing on the Glory Days podcast with host Johnny Manziel, Waller described a scene that confirmed previous reports of owner Stephen Ross interrupting a player exit interview to fire McDaniel. Hold on. Pop-up notifications from SI. It's like It's not the old days of SI with a magazine and Rick Riley. I was at the scene of the crime, Waller told Manziel. I think I was the last person that saw him before he got fired. Like, my exit meeting was that Thursday morning from 9:30 to 10. So I get there for my exit meeting, and we're talking for like 10 minutes. And he's like, yeah, like, we definitely want you back next year. And we're just like reflecting on the year and things he's thinking about doing different in the upcoming year. And then Stephen Ross kicked the door in at like 9:42. And he comes in, joins the conversation. We're just talking and reflecting on the year. And then the conversation just kind of hits a lull. And I'm sitting across the desk from Mike, and Stephen Ross is standing there just kind of looking at me like, it's time for you to get the hell out. I look at Mike. He was like, hey, we'll finish the conversation later. The GM search was in full flow. I didn't know if they had big business to talk about. Like, we're already done here. We're just powwowing. So I go downstairs and get a massage. I come up from the massage, check my phone. He's fired. I'm like, damn, this stuff is cold for real. And Alan Poupart writes, Waller's account matches with reports on shows by Dan Patrick and Dan Lebitard and really doesn't reflect particularly well on Ross. For certain, he had every right as owner to fire McDaniel, but it was a little dubious to do it after interrupting an exit interview 4 days after the end of the regular season. And he goes on to write the same kind of stuff that I've been saying, which is, I don't understand, which is why I believe that it was a rushed decision when he had made the decision to keep him. I think it became a rushed decision. It was like, oh, Harbaugh's coming available. We're hearing Tomlin might be available. If Pittsburgh loses, Tomlin might be available. We got to cut bait. We got to be in the thick of this. And then they didn't even get an interview with Harbaugh, it seems like.
It wasn't a rush till it was a rush, which is a weird approach. But I said it before. I think Ross, not McDaniel, Ross, I think he had a sour taste in his mouth about firings, what happened with Flores and just everything that went down with that firing and the whole collusion thing and then the lawsuit that Flores had. I really think he was trying his best to not make it nasty, which ended up making it nasty because he didn't like Black Monday. You don't have to fire people on Black Monday. It's how it usually happens.
But the reason that you let people go is because all the end of year stuff, if you know you're making a change, it becomes silly.
Yeah.
Nothing gets accomplished. You're wasting players' times, you're wasting personnel time. So that's why I maintain I don't think the plan was to fire Mike McDaniel ever. I think they had made their decision by the end of the season that they were keeping him. Something changed. Maybe it was Harbaugh shaking free. Something changed, and then it was like, what are we doing here, and why are we even letting him talk to our players? We got to get rid of this guy.
Or he literally had no idea what he was going to do. I think that's genuinely an option. He was going back and forth, leaning towards yes. After every win towards the end of the season, he's leaning towards yes, and then they get blown out in New England. He's leaning towards no. He's hearing from Aikman. He's hearing from other people in the building, other GM candidates, no, but he doesn't want to say no. Like I really think, I know it sounds crazy.
It's possible.
He did not know what he was going to do, and he allowed himself to just make a decision finally in the moment, and maybe it did go down the way that Waller's suggesting it went down. It sounds like somebody who had no idea what he was going to do and just made a decision in that moment.
Hong Kong Mongolian says, I agree with Hoch. You can't comment on Dolphin stuff, Hong Kong Mongolian. You can only comment on Kane stuff. You complain about Dolphins talk. You don't comment on it.
I've got Kane's stuff that you'd be interested in.
Okay.
Did you see?
Yes.
How do you know?
Croqueta pizza.
Yeah.
You said I was going to be interested in it. I know exactly what you're going to bring up.
Ravel tweeted this yesterday. I think I sent it to you guys. The best food items at the College Football National Championship game at Hard Rock Stadium on Monday. It starts with the Tropical Keys Beef Hammer.
I like that.
Angus beef shank glazed with pineapple bourbon barbecue sauce over garlic mashed potatoes. I mean, this is literally a massive beef shank.
Let me
that
see.
What do they call it? Beef hammer?
Yeah, something hammer.
Yeah, that was my nickname in college.
But is that like, because it looks like it's in a dish, so it can't be that big.
A big plate.
Do you want to eat that at a football game,
Oh,
though?
it's like what's an osiboko?
Is that like
Ossi-
ossobuco?
Yeah.
It is?
But it's beef.
I never knew what
Ossobuco's
ossobuco
pork.
was. I see it, but I don't know what it is.
It's a pork
It's
pork
the
hip.
pork butt.
Yeah, pork hip.
Huh.
It's like the butt. It's like the butt.
hip. More
But is it
hippie.
just
It's good
presented
meat.
as like a cut of meat? Like it doesn't.
But it's like it's cylinder, kind of sits up. and it's
cylindrical.
It's very savory,
Cylindrical,
though.
that's a good word.
Cylindrical.
Very fatty,
Yeah.
very savory. It's
Oh, I
very
don't
good.
like anything fatty.
cooked slow, and then the meat falls off the
I
bone.
love ossobuco.
I'm an ossobuco guy.
Yeah, I love
Really?
ossobuco.
I've never had that.
Yeah.
Where do you get that? You get that? They have that at fast food places.
Yeah.
Yeah. It takes about 8 hours to cook. Though.
It does. Oh, that's what they made for the office dinner party. That's what Jan was making. She was making ossobuco, which is why when Jim and Pam showed up, and she's like, "Oh, it'll be ready in 4 or 5 hours," and she's like, 4 or 5 hours from now, like it was ossobuco. I guess that's why it takes so long to prepare.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to let it sit.
Like my ribs take a good 4 or 5 hours to cook.
Ribs?
Yeah.
Is that
My
so?
ribs.
You're smoking them.
Yeah, because I barbecue them to get the crisp. Then I smoke them. I wrap them in butter and maple syrup and brown sugar. Then I smoke them in the foil. Then I take them out and smoke them without the foil. Then I crisp it. Oh, caramelize.
Man, I pull right up to that McDonald's drive-through. I have that McRib in 45 seconds.
That's not rib.
Yes, it is.
They getting sued. It's not rib.
Yeah, wait till the truth comes out. Open your eyes.
Possum.
And then you can also get, if you're going to the game, if you were one of the lucky few, or I guess thousands, that were able to secure tickets, or if you coughed up a couple racks for tickets, Cuban croqueta pizza. So it's a pizza with croquetas, bacon, cilantro, and lime wedges.
So you think it's ham croquetas? Because that's like the default croqueta, no?
It's got to be. This looks like they grabbed 3 croquetas de jamon and just kind of chopped them up into pieces
Let me see.
and then just put it on the pizza.
With some lime wedges.
Yeah, the lime wedges is weird. It's
That is
because
weird.
it's very common when you go to the Ventanita, you order some croquetas. They give you the saltine crackers, and then they give you a couple lime wedges, and you sprinkle the lime on top of the croqueta, and then you eat it.
And
Do you
they
think they'll
call
have-
limes lemons.
Do you think they'll have a lot of these? You know what I mean? Like, are they going to be at every stand, or is there going to be like one hidden stand somewhere that has croqueta pizza?
Probably one every couple sections. I don't
Would
think
you
this will
eat
be-
that?
So
No, I'm not.
I'm very conflicted on the croqueta pizza. I love croquetas probably more than anything. And I love pizza probably more than anything. Together, though, I don't know. There's a restaurant in Kendall called Finca that's delicious. They do a croqueta pizza. They get the croquetas from Islas Canarias, which are the best. And it just doesn't hit. Some things are better off.
Aren't
alone.
croquetas meant to be eaten with like a cafecito?
Is it a breakfast food?
He's asking,
That's
bring back the Dolphins QB list shirt. Yeah. One more.
It would have to be a nightshirt. It'd be too long. It'd be like a skirt. Yeah. Because croquetas, don't you have it with a cafecito sometimes?
Yeah, you can.
I don't want to have pizza and cafecito.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Pizza and coffee.
Yeah.
Croquetas aren't good, so now you're putting them on a pizza. You're messing up the pizza, and you're eating a croqueta.
Yeah.
Croquetas are delicious.
No, they're not. They're brainwashed. Croquetas are Girl Scout cookies.
Would you have croqueta pizza, Jimmy?
Maybe.
No, you would not. He does not like to mash foods
doesn't.
together.
Yeah, it's
He's
weird.
very plain.
Yeah.
He likes plain.
Yeah, he raw dogs a glizzy
Mm.
from Costco.
I do not. I had a pizza today.
We are all going, by the way, we've
Mm.
had confirmation. We are all going Tuesday night to the Watsco Center.
Mhm.
Jim Larinaga, they are celebrating him. It is Coach L night, FSU in hoops. So we'll do the show Tuesday. We'll all come to the studio. We'll do the show, and then we'll drive down, me, you, Solana, Jimmy, and we'll watch Coach L be celebrated at the basketball game.
Here's what I'm proposing. We leave at 4, and we go to the Big Cheese.
Oh.
And Crowder pays, obviously, but we get some food at the Big Cheese.
Here's what I would like
What's
to
the
do.
big cheese?
I'm up for that.
I would like to leave early at 4 o'clock, but go to Chicken Kitchen on US 1 on the way to the Watsco Center, because
Okay.
that Chicken Kitchen, I think it's next to a Don Pan.
It used to be. I don't think the Don Pan is there anymore.
Really?
I don't think the Chicken Kitchen is there either.
What?
Yeah, I think they
All
might
right,
have
we'll
moved
work till 6.
What's the La Shake spot?
Oh, Mark Light Shakes. That's at the.
No,
That's at Mark Light.
Jack.
That's a little bit. It's very close to the Watsco
About
Center.
2 blocks away from Buffalo Wild Wings or something.
We'll go in. We'll get the Joe Z, and then we'll hop on over.
Josie can come if he wants to. I don't want to see him.
You saw they're closing Sunset Place, Hawk? Like it's gone.
Like knocking it down.
Knocking it down, for sure,
Yeah.
knocking it down.
The 2-story place with the fountain?
Yeah, with the Johnny Rockets.
They're knocking it down?
That thing was deserted.
There wasn't
man.
nothing in there.
It was deserted.
And the AMC.
That was Bakery Center back when I was at
Bakery Center.
US.
That's where what was that? Was that Buffalo Wild Wings on the corner
There's
there?
a B-Dubs there. Well, there's
Yeah.
BTs, right, literally right down
That's
the
what
spot.
Shakespeare I'm talking about. You talking about Mac Light.
We'll hit up BTs.
I want to see Mac Light.
I'll take you guys to Fox's Lounge, which is my spot, and we'll hit up Boogie's. I know everybody there.
Foxes on US 1?
Yeah, it's back.
Oh my
It's
God.
back. No, it's back. They remade the whole place, but to make it look how it used to look back in the day.
That's great.
Yeah, it's back.
Foxes
my spot.
Lounge. I haven't heard that since '89.
I spent like $400 in Negronis there like 3 weeks ago.
Negronis.
The lady's like, really? Keep 'em coming. All right, guys. Here's your playoff matchup before we take a break. Buffalo at Denver.
Somebody says they've been in the wholesale meat industry for 15 years. Ossobuco is from the hind shank of the animal,
It's the butt.
usually veal
Yeah.
and beef.
Oh, Ossobuco's pork. Ain't it
Osobuco.
pork?
Well, this guy says usually veal and beef.
It could be either. It could be either.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love veal. You're not supposed to say it though, because people say you shouldn't take the little baby.
People don't
cows.
say it anymore, though. I feel like people said that in the 70s.
Really?
Like, nobody cares about veal
never
anymore.
heard that.
Okay, I love veal then.
Because the way that it's kept, they don't, it's not, you're not getting any free range veal.
Yeah. And they're babies.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about the egg though.
Right. Those are babies.
They're unfertilized.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I bought a carton of eggs 2 days ago, and
$38.
right, but on the packaging, it's organic, and
Yeah.
on the packaging it says guaranteed like 18 square meters between every chicken. And I'm like,
Really?
Is that supposed to be
Oh.
impressive?
Well,
that-
no friends.
No, that's nice. That I like. Those eggs I would eat.
The ones that have no friends?
Yeah, those eggs I would
Man,
eat.
they-
I don't like the ones that they're all
No.
you
Them
know,
chickens are
crunched
depressed.
together.
But what's your threshold there? Like
9
8
meters,
square
9
feet?
meters.
Oh, okay.
They need their own master bedroom. Chicken. Just run around.
Buffalo will play at Denver, 4:30. Denver is a 1.5-point favorite. The Niners are playing at Seattle. Seahawks are a touchdown favorite. The Niners are all banged up. Even though I saw Sam Darnold, I don't know if you said it yesterday in the Funky Buddha headline talk, but Sam Darnold was on the injury report, and then he's like, "No, I'm playing." I'm all right."
Yeah, it was weird. He appeared out of nowhere, and then it was like, "What's going on here?" And he's gonna play.
Houston on Sunday will be at New England. Patriots are up to a 3-point favorite at home. I'm betting everything I have on Houston.
Yeah. The under. They're going to get me. It's going to be 30-something.
It's 40.5.
40?
Yeah.
I'm still betting the under. I don't think a lot of points are scored at all in that game.
I don't understand the Bears line.
Yeah, Rams are heavy favorites.
3.5.
at Chicago.
3.5. It was up to 4 yesterday, but
Yeah.
3.5. But still, I don't know. Chicago, man.
Proven Super Bowl winning coach and quarterback versus a second-year guy and an unproven first-year head coach.
At home, in the cold and the snow, in a magical season.
Oh.
This Bears season has been a magical season. Rome Odunze is healthy.
Oh, Lord.
Rome Odunze
The man
is
makes
healthy.
one catch, Hawk.
Rome Odunze is
He
healthy.
played in 3 months. He has one catch. Now he's healthy.
All right, guys. Your weather. It's a gorgeous afternoon. Enjoy it, ladies and gentlemen.
For real, man. That it?
That's it.
Oh, all right. I was just checking. Championship Meet Energy is nonstop at Gulfstream Park. Talk about enjoying the weather. Live racing every Thursday through Sunday. Feel the thrill of the season's biggest moments. this entire month, including the Pegasus World Cup and the Holy Bull Stakes, where rising stars and seasoned champs take center stage. Plan a day at the races with high-level dining, trackside entertainment, and unforgettable experiences all meet long. Gulfstream Park also offers the hottest slots and electronic table games and combines the excitement of casino gaming with the thrill of thoroughbred racing in one electrifying destination. Next Friday, we will be live at Gulfstream Park. In fact, Jimmy was just telling me that Tree was out there doing a sound check. We're good to go. So next Friday, we'll be live at Gulfstream Park to get you ready for the Pegasus, which is the following day, Saturday the 24th. There are limited Pegasus tickets and packages still available at gulfstreampark.com. Then you've got the Holy Bull Stakes coming up January 31st, which is a top day of racing. And also on the 31st, Taste at the Track, tacos and tequila. So get your Holy Bull tickets, get your Pegasus tickets, get your Taste at the Track tickets right now at gulfstreampark.com.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
It's a chain thing. You wouldn't understand.
That Giselle and I are dancing like Night at the Roxbury.
What is that? Is that a movie?
Are you joking?
No.
Will has always told me that her movie knowledge would shock me. Like her 80s music and movie knowledge would shock me. You don't know Night at the Roxbury?
No, I don't even think I've seen a clip.
That is crazy.
I'm really bad with movies, though.
Yeah.
But we've
No, I've
established
heard.
this.
What it was Scarface that you've never seen, right?
Still haven't seen. Yeah,
Right.
but I've seen clips. That I know.
Giselle Espinales is with us
Hello.
from NBC6. She's here at Playoff Fan Central. You're doing some live hits for NBC?
Live hits for NBC. We're following the team too because they're making their way down to the beach as well. You know, probably something Mario Cristobal doesn't like, but they have to. Probably they're obligated to do. But
They're coming down here today?
not to they'll have media day here on Saturday, and then they're staying. You know, Fontainebleau. They're living the big time life.
Do you know, by the way, just because news people know better than radio people, do you know, there's a couple questions because Miami's technically the visiting school.
Yeah.
Do you know if they're going to get to run out of the smoke or they don't get to do that because they're the visitors?
Oh my gosh, that's a great question.
People are texting me this all the time, and I don't know the answer.
You know, it's crazy because there's some things that they're letting them do. So the college football playoff probably were like, no, you guys can actually stay practicing at the indoor practice facility because normally teams go to Barry, go to FAU, go to, you know, different places in town. But that's a great question because one of the best things about this, people are like, oh my God, it's the Miami Hurricanes. I'm like, no, it is not the Miami Hurricanes home game. It's the National College Football Playoff game. They are the visiting team, and it's going to be, I don't know, like, I hope, but I don't think they'll allow that.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly, and I've seen differing accounts of what's going to happen because then we had this conversation yesterday about their locker room.
They do get to stay in their locker room.
So they do get to, because it's not so, and then
technically it's their visiting. Well, it's like the other side. So normally the Dolphins,
but
they don't even use that.
We'll get the Dolphins locker room.
I mean, there's a lot of losing in there. So for the most part, at least they get all the bad stuff.
Hey,
sorry.
hey,
I'm sorry. I mean, listen, whatever Juju vibes, I'm throwing it all there.
We need it all.
That's such a good point. Let them play. Let them play with the Dolphins jerseys. For
Right.
all we
Like,
care.
do everything. Let them run out to the Dolphins fights.
Put Mendoza in a #1 Dolphins jersey, please.
Is McDaniel's pen still there? What's left in there? Go and get that too.
Hey, hold on. I'm getting a text from Victor Bermudez. You know he is clued in.
Right.
He said we will have our same locker room and run out of the same tunnel, but we'll be standing on the visiting sideline.
Yeah.
So they will be situated on the visiting sideline. But Vic does not specify here when they run out of the tunnel if they get to run out of the smoke.
But even if the CFP says, hey, you're not the home team, we're not going to do that. The Hurricanes put somebody there with a fire extinguisher, a la the famous story with our friend John Ruth.
John Ruth texting me right now.
I mean, no joke. Don't you?
Sebastian, right?
But it isn't. It's not a big performance. The smoke. It's a little fire extinguisher.
No. Don't try to
I mean, you
diminish
see what he's doing?
Where are the drums? Where's Phil Collins? Where's all the things?
You
Do
got a
not
couple
diminish
of-
that. That is a big deal.
A couple of Hurricanes here, Crowder. We're not going to stand for your
Class
nonsense.
of 2013, class of 01,
Y'all graduate?
1901. I'm just kidding.
I was so touched that you said class of 01. You know what year I graduated?
Actually, wait. Our age difference is not that much.
What?
What?
I love this woman.
89?
91.
91. Okay.
91.
But still part of championship era you. So that's pretty good.
Hell yeah.
I
My
mean-
4 years, 87 to 91
like
was
prime
like,
years, the
oh
best
my
years.
God. I didn't know anything different.
That's been the best part about this matchup, though. When everybody's talking about it, everyone's bringing out their vintage stuff. I'm like, this stuff is dusty as heck. And I'm like, but you know what? That's what you love about the fandom right now because everyone's excited. Pots and pans are on standby. I mean, we got to be ready to go. Are you guys ready? Because
We have all picked Miami,
I'm
even
jacked
this
up.
Florida Gator down here.
Yeah, I gotta be honest.
you got to root for Florida no matter what.
No, not even. No, it's funny because I'm unbiased and people are saying I'm a homer. I can't be a homer because I'm not a Canes fan. I just think UM is physically more talented than Indiana, and everybody's acting like they're going to get outcoached. They're going to have more penalties, obviously, because they're number 123 in penalties in the nation, whatever. But they are going to get to a point in the fourth quarter where their athleticism and talent is going to take them over the top. I really believe that.
You know, I caught up with Josie, and he was saying the exact same thing. Indiana hasn't seen physicality like this, and we got to go back to some of those cutaways from that game in the Fiesta Bowl where the defense was just like gas. And I remember watching this, as I'm like, are they okay? Do they know that this is a game that punches the ticket to the national championship game? And here they are. I talked to them, some of them yesterday, and they look much better. They said, yeah, look, everybody's run down right now, but we're ready to go. We're gonna go 1-0. Still that same mentality. They're not thinking it's the national championship game. I was like, this is it, 1-0 each week, and they really stuck through it. And here we are waiting to see what ends up happening.
You're around all these guys as you cover this, as it leads up to Monday, and you're around the coaching staff. Mario, since the Ole Miss game, seems to be cantankerous. Like he likes butting heads. Does he have an edge to him when you see him? And
he's been wearing the same shirt to these pressers, and where I'm like, okay, he is definitely as superstitious as he can. But when we remember his path alone, obviously he's been here head coach for years. He has a ton of football experience. But this is also the closest he's ever gotten. And that also gives me goosebumps. I'm like, he's probably, I'm not going to say he's like a strong football head, definitely runs that tight ship, but he's probably so excited, but also maybe there's a little bit of nerves there because this is it. This is for him as a head coach to get as close as he has now, one win away to win it all, to bring back the glory days, something that he experienced himself. I mean, at this point, they got to make sure that they call the right game, which he had great calls in that Fiesta Bowl win. We've had questionable calls throughout the years of him here as head coach, but he's gotten better. He's learned from it, and now it's time. Nothing getting cute, no surprises, no Cats this time. Maybe it works against this Hoosiers defense, but for the most part, play the game of your life like it depends.
Fletcher up the middle, man. Fletcher up the middle all
I don't know.
night.
They say the Hoosiers run defense is pretty good, so I'm like, oh, is this the time where we see Carson Beck finally go ham, throw those passes? Let's go. When have you seen the Carson Beck game? I hope it's Monday night.
This is grown man football they're going to play here. Because this is kind of what you do where we just sit around and talk. What is the storyline? So we talked about it. Mendoza coming home. We know he went to Columbus and they have all that damn pride in him. Mario coming back to the team he played for to take over, to get them back on top. What's the story? What's the top storylines of this game?
I mean, everybody's talking about Mendoza, Miami, but can we shut that down already? This is Miami Hurricanes town. I got to tell my own anchor at NBC6, Jawan Strader. He's running around with his little Hoosier jersey. I'm like, do you know who we're covering? We cover the Miami Hurricanes. So I think alone itself, the Mario Cristobal angle is always so popular. Like, it's just like 4 years he came back. But I think in the end, it's going to come down to the guys that have pushed through, these veterans that push through, and the transfer students in an era of like, they're going to bet on themselves. Now they're one win away. I talked to CJ Daniels, and he's like, I had no idea what was going to come out of me leaving LSU. And here I am playing my last college game as possibly a national champion. That's pretty impressive. And I think it's that drive that's going to keep these guys going and motivated. And even in that fourth quarter, if things get tight, where everyone's going to tighten up and make sure that they pull off a win because they want to finish their college careers. Nobody knows what's promised in the next level. And I'm sure you know that, Channing. Like, you never know what's going to happen next. So they want to make sure they go out with a bang. And I think the Miami Hurricanes, that whole confidence is in there. And I think they can pull it off.
Giselle's got that Kane swag.
She does.
Where's my jacket? I left my jacket at home.
I'm not even lying. She's got that Kane swag.
You were talking earlier about, just like the enthusiasm around the team.
Yeah.
You've been covering now with NBC6 around the city. Do you feel that this is like Big 3 Miami vibes or surpassing it maybe? Because all I've heard my entire life was, man, when this town finally gets another football winner, it's going to be crazy. And here we are on the precipice of it. And I don't know, like, do you feel that hype where it's like this place is about to go absolutely nuts?
I feel it, and I also feel the nerves of it. Talking to so many people, we have seen them at games, we have seen them on the road, we've seen them here at home, and I feel like what's the crazy part about this, no matter what, the Dolphins still get shots fired because they'll be like, it's been so long, look at the Dolphins. Everybody says that, and I'm like, it's so crazy that we're talking about the Miami Hurricanes. It's something, and look, was it fun? We've been a part of that era of the Big 3 with LeBron and bringing those championships. That was fun, but football is another kind of dynasty, another kind of fandom, another kind of energy that brings it to the town. And I think everybody is literally on standby. 40th Street, Biscayne Boulevard, Coral Gables, waiting to go. It's the most, I think, also, I mean, I always wear my U swag. That's like, if I go to my closet, I have everything everybody's bringing out all old school jerseys. When it's hot as heck, people are bringing out those big blazers that are like so hot and they're sweating them, but they don't care. And I do feel there's an extra level of energy here in the city, waiting to see, hoping that they get to see a national championship. 24 years is a long time. Some of the fans that are so young right now saying they don't know anything about football, but they're like, go Canes, my parents. And I'm like, I can imagine what that feels like for families that have been waiting a long time.
Let's get to the important stuff here before we run out of time. We know that you're not very good with movies. You've never seen Night at the Roxbury. You've never even heard of Night at the Roxbury. Never seen Scarface. You had never tried, we learned during McRib season this year, you had never tried a McRib. And then Solana said that you were going to try one.
She was open to it. She was open to coming on the show.
I'll go on and try it. But I feel
we
like
just never did it.
I thought she was going to get one. Did you end up getting a McRib?
No. Listen, now that I've gotten older and wiser about what I put into my body, that is going to rip my stomach up. So
that's
I
part of the
feel
fun.
like,
I mean, that's why we do it.
so I can fit into a dress the next day, basically, because we'll be on the toilet.
It's like, I don't want to have a beer. It's going to make me a little tipsy. Well, no, that's why you're having the beer.
A beer and a McRib is
you're having the
McRib
McRib to rip up your stomach. I mean, that's why else would you do it?
I don't think I'll ever do it just because it's not appetizing to me, even though I love barbecue. But everyone says it's a good thing to do. I know you guys like also the Shamrock Shake. That also looked fun, but I'm also like, there's a lot.
You've never had a Shamrock Shake?
No.
You've never had a Shamrock Shake?
I'm like old school. I used to do bucket of fries. Like when in middle school, my bus would take me down there after, I went to Miami Springs Middle School, and there was like the McDonald's is still there on 54th and Hialeah. To everybody in Hialeah out there, that we get bucket of fries, double cheeseburger for $1, and that's it. We were not getting all these fancy things.
Did you see one of the special menu items at the game Monday night?
No, I haven't.
Croqueta pizza.
That sounds disgusting.
Okay,
interesting.
Really? No, so you would not have. Are you a croqueta fan?
Love croquetas. Isla Canarias are my favorite ones.
Have you been to Finca, Table and Tap, though?
I have a long time ago when I used to live in the area.
Their like claim to fame at one point was the croqueta pizza, and they're Islas Canarias croquetas.
What?
But
what kind of pizza though? Like wood fire, or is it like cold from a box? Like that's
wood
just
fire.
been sitting there?
This place is fire.
Okay.
So you would not try that at the game Monday night. You would not have.
I think my
pizza.
nerves are going to be too much to eat anything. To be honest, I mean, I'm probably going to have like my pregame little meal of coffee and probably a bagel from Starbucks or something. But for the most part, I'm too nervous watching this. Even as I cover it, even at the Fiesta Bowl, we're all screaming there like, if this is going to rely on the leg of Carter Davis, oh my goodness! When they were trying to tie it up,
I was nervous about. I'm not gonna lie.
But then Carson Beck saved the day, and it didn't matter. So in the end, it all works out. But I can't imagine here what everybody's nerves are going to be like. So I can't even think of food right now.
All right. Well, the next time we talk to you, hopefully we're celebrating a Hurricanes victory, but you will hopefully have seen Scarface. No. Don't worry about Night at the Roxbury.
I'll watch Stranger Things.
You can watch the SNL sketch, right? You can watch one sketch of Night at the Roxbury. You get the idea.
Well, all you need to watch is the one scene where they're
That's all you need
pumping their heads.
Yeah,
is that a sketch?
Yeah, that came from a Saturday Night Live.
It's a sketch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can't do it. Can't do it. Those are long movies. Where's the
time? No. Watch Scarface. 3 hours.
This is the one where Tony
Montana.
You just said.
That's not.
You're doing an Italian thing.
No, that's like Jackson Dark.
No,
not Jackson Dark.
You're thinking of The Sopranos.
See, I don't even. It's like wait,
no. She's thinking Tony Montana. Not Tony.
She's like, welcome to my little bed. Like he's there. That's with
my little bed
or something. I don't know.
Which one did you watch?
She's getting ready for your Tootsie's commercial.
Wild times.
All right. You have to have a McRib or a Shamrock Shake, though. Shamrock Shake season is coming up because that's for March, for St. Patrick's Day. So probably middle of February, they unveil the Shamrock Shake. So
the only green I want to see right now is the orange and green.
Let's go.
You guys, because it's all about the you. I'm locked in. No more food. Go Canes.
Locked in. Go Canes. That's Gisela Espinales. You can watch her on NBC6. When's your next live hit coming up tonight?
In 10 minutes.
10 minutes. 4 o'clock. They're leading the news with it?
There's some breakers in there. So like maybe a little later than that. 4:08.
NBC6 starting at 4 o'clock. Watch for Giselle. Thank you, Giselle.
Thanks, guys.
All right. 4 o'clock hour is coming up here on the program. We'll get you caught up on headlines as we are live at Playoff Fan Central at the Miami Beach Convention Center.
Y'all got to get to Tootsie's Cabaret. It is the largest strip club in the entire world, open every single day from noon to 6 a.m. That's 18 hours of delicious food wonderful drink specials, amazing entertainers, and just a good time. I've been going there since '05 when I got down there. I'm going to go there until 2045. I'm telling you, you got to get the Tootsies. Food specials and not just normal food. Now, I'm telling you, they have the best food. Not a man with a frying pan in the back. They have all the chicken, the steak, the shrimp, the lobster. It is off the chain. Food specials every day. $100 bottles, half price drinks till 8 p.m. every single day. And they talking about the tailgating and the post game and the traffic going in and out of Hard Rock. Well, Tootsies is right around the corner from Hard Rock. Just go over there and watch it. I'm probably going to go to Tootsies to watch the game. I don't need to worry about all the craziness going on. I'll be at Tootsies enjoying myself on the dozens of TVs, the 4 full, spacious, full liquor bars there. They got the sports bar in the back with pool tables. You have your good time. And if there's any downtime, I'm telling you, there's going to be a number of beautiful entertainers on all the dozens of stages that they have. Y'all got to get the Tootsies Cabaret. Like I said, I've been going. I'm going to go. Probably go over there and watch the game. You got to go to TootsiesCabaret.com for more information.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Beck holds his hands out, takes, drops,
to the right,
looked, wants to throw, going to run, look at field, Person Beck into the end zone. He runs it in.
W.
p.m. and we back on the clock, so don't get cutesy. Dog, lead the station a lot. We got the sports talk and the drama to make sure the T-clock. WQAM is the Avengers with no weak spot. For Joe, Rose, Woody, Bo, Omar and more, Tobin and Leroy giving gooses galore. Yeah, for 2 to 6 is reserved for 3 legends. The captains of America, not no Chris Evans. From Spritz to McRibs and calling out game scores. Hotman, Crowder, Solana. Get ready for some more.
4 o'clock hour. Throw those 4s up. We are in Miami Beach Convention Center, Playoff Fan Central. You've got Canes and Hoosiers Monday night, and the action is happening on Miami Beach here at the Convention Center. This weekend, this place will be packed. It's crawling with people now. Like I said, there's a ton of activations. There's a football field right here in the middle where we're looking over, and then, we see Fansville with Dr. Pepper, and there's a Capital One thing, and there's a Dodge Ram truck thing, and then you get a little further down, and there's a lot of photo ops too, where you could take pictures with the ACC logo, with the 2026 CFP logo. Like, there's everything everywhere, a ton of food, but there's also a 40-yard dash. There's a field, and it's marked to 40 yards, and they time you, and you can race against someone. And Solana and Crowder, before the show started today, they raced. And, of course, it's at Solana's behest because he's always got to be, I'm better than you. I am faster than you.
Didn't even want to run, Hoch.
And, yeah, Crowder didn't even want to run.
Solana just talks too much trash.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that because the second I proposed a little gallivanting between Crowder and I, he was up for it.
He said,
gallivant with you.
He said, how much do you want to bet? Let's make it worth my while. And he said, let's do mortgages, my mortgage versus your mortgage. Right. At one point, it got to, I'll bet my house against your house. And you just wanted to do it for fun. And it didn't turn out to be fun for you. You injured yourself. The video is up at Radio Mark Hochman. I can't tell you the comments that I'm getting on your running style.
No, people are probably impressed that I kept up with a former athlete.
No, Jack.
Oh, okay,
I've
Jimmy.
seen some comments there, Solana.
People are impressed that you're actually able to walk upright at times. They are not impressed with your running style. Go see for yourself. Radio Mark Hochman on Instagram.
Sure.
But the reason that I bring it up is Solana just kind of said during this last commercial break, he was like, I'm starting to feel a little bit better, but I doubt I'm going to be able to play pickleball tomorrow. He literally tore his hammy, or strained your groin.
Both.
Different legs, right?
Different legs.
Left groin is going through it right now. Right hamstring completely detached.
It rolled up in behind your booty cheek, huh?
I feel it just underneath the glutes.
And you're the best pickleball player
at the Dink Club.
Back to back men's 4.0 champ. So,
and does that tell you something about the Dink Club competition?
It tells me something about it.
Yeah.
One-on-one me.
He just did on the 40-yard dash.
I'll do it again.
Oh, Vespa.
15 Minutes of Heat is sponsored by Doral Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
Just know how to cheer me up, Hoch. Right into the Heat, huh?
The Heat lost last night. They had the lead. They lost last night. Bam hit the over. It was 15.5. I'm bringing that up because I had bet it. So did Crowder. But there was a little controversy after the game because Eric Spoelstra, the Heat were getting out-rebounded. How many minutes did Kel'el Ware end up playing?
8 minutes.
How many rebounds did he have in those 8 minutes?
Ooh, I got to double check.
I think he had a bunch of rebounds they could have used rebounding.
Yes.
Now, Spo made a decision. I'll bring up the box score.
I got it here, Hoch. It's all right.
Oh, you got a paper copy.
Yeah, I only use wax for these types of things. Tommy Tig has taught me well. Kel'el Ware, in 8 minutes and 49 seconds, went 1 of 5 from the field, and he had 5 rebounds.
5 rebounds in 9 minutes.
That's impressive.
So they needed rebounds. But anyway, they didn't
That's
put
not
him
impressive to get 5 rebounds in 9 minutes.
I don't think you can look at his minutes and just say that's impressive. He had 5 rebounds in 8 minutes. When first of all there was a putback opportunity, he grabbed 2 rebounds, missed a putback, so that's 2 rebounds. And when he checked into the game, the Miami Heat were up 18, Hoch, and when he checked out, It was a 6-point game. He was a -12. He finished a -8. There's a reason why Spo had a short leash on him.
Okay, but Spo has had a short leash on him and an attitude about him entire season. That's why I'm bringing it up.
Yeah.
There has been some criticism of Spo. His comments after the game talked about, inferred almost that Kel'el Ware would play poorly at times or not hard at times in order to get more minutes to show what he can. It was a little strange, I thought. I did see a push notification. I don't know the entire story that said Dwayne Wade and Udonis Haslem were both critical of Eric Spoelstra's statements after the game. I got to look at the story to see how critical they were. I was just seeing a tweet, though, from Barry Jackson, the Miami Herald. And he says, one final Heat thought before I give you long, fun pieces about UM. Spo is a great coach and incredibly smart. But in my opinion, last night's post-game comments on Ware were a misstep because, one, at some point, tough public love with Ware might backfire. And two, you're only hurting his trade value by saying he has been going in the wrong direction and raising practice questions. And Barry Jackson says, just my 2 cents on the matter.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this, though. Does Spo ever coddle anyone?
But he's
Does
not.
he ever belittle? I've never seen Spo be like, okay, well, he's just developing. We're gonna
never. But
this
is more than not coddling, though.
This is Hassan treatment.
Yeah.
I can't remember Eric Spoelstra this publicly direct about a player and lack of progress publicly since Hassan Whiteside. And we all know how you felt about Hassan Whiteside.
Yeah, I don't like big, lazy players. I'm on Spo's side on this. That's pretty much what he's saying, right? Am I wrong?
What I took from yesterday's comments were he's not happy because I took him out of the starting 5 and he's not playing as many minutes and he's not trying as hard.
It's a weird thing to do this so publicly.
Yeah,
it's another thing to pull him into your office and say, look, you're not going to get more minutes if I keep seeing in practice what I think I'm seeing from you, and you're not going to get more minutes by pouting. You're going to get more minutes by playing hard and not being a negative when I look at the 9 minutes that you were in there for. So that's one thing. That's coaching. That's making a player take accountability.
Yeah.
Another thing is to do it as publicly as Eric Spoelstra did it right there. It was a crazy post-game press conference for just a mid-season game.
But to be fair, Hoch, those questions were going to come because he played 8 minutes in a game where you were outscored 31-7 at second chance points.
But there's a more judicious way to say that.
Oh no, I'm not disagreeing with you, but I think he understood why the questions were there, and he had to give a detailed answer as to why was my 7-footer on the bench the entire second half when we were getting out-rebounded and the second chance points disparity was what it was, because that was obvious. Like, I understand somebody looks at the box score, they go, wait, you got out-rebounded by how much?
But
your 7-footers on the bench?
I'm telling you, you can dismiss that so easily by saying, hey, go back and look at the box scores of the Big Three era. There were nights where Chris Bosh played only 12 minutes and his numbers were good. There were nights where Shane Battier played 6 minutes, his numbers were good. He goes, that doesn't tell you anything about our strategy and our players. Last night, I was playing with my gut, and I thought that we were better off right now. Like you can allay those questions pretty easily.
Well, Spo being the Hall of Famer he is, you think he got emotional and then snapped?
I think he doesn't like him very much, and he can't hold it in much.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's purposeful. I don't think it's a surprise to him. Yeah. What do you think about Ware? No, he's damn lazy.
You get to a point sometimes where you're tired of biting your lip. I don't think he cares much for his style. Wasn't that the knock on him coming in?
The knock on him coming in was that he wasn't a big energy guy, didn't have a lot of effort at times. Like, people questioned his effort and energy.
Lazy, Solana. Why don't you want to say the word lazy?
Well, I don't like saying that because I don't think it's fair that he's lazy.
Doesn't have a lot of energy and doesn't play hard.
But I'll tell you what, yesterday, how many times yesterday in his 8 minutes are you going to get cooked in the pick and roll time and time again? Here's what Mazzulla did yesterday, Hoch. When he was out there, they went at Kel'el Ware in a pick and roll every single time. And you know what happened every single time? He was late on recovering on the pick and roll, and it was a 2-point bucket for Boston. Or he was left on an island, like John Morant called him, a pigeon, and it was 2 points for Boston every time. So Spo said, enough. I'm taking you out.
Which I'm not questioning Spo's coaching decisions.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm questioning the post-game comments. People are questioning the coaching decisions. I'm not. I'm going to side with Spo. I don't really agree with the Hassan Whiteside stuff. As you know, I'm a big believer that you ask Whiteside to do what you saw from him, which is what got him the big 100. But regardless, I'm not questioning his coaching decisions. I'm questioning his decision post-game to so publicly criticize Khalil Ware. When do they play again?
Tomorrow.
Who do they play? Oh, OKC, right?
Oklahoma City. Yeah, no big deal. 8 p.m.
That's a get-right game. Get-right game.
But don't worry. After that, 5 straight on the road and 7 nights in the West.
All right, let's do headlines.
Take off your satin drawers, put on your boxer briefs, and go play basketball.
The only thing, just to put a bow on this, Hawk, I understand a fan looking at that game yesterday and saying, what are we doing? What's the direction we're going in? Because if your 7-footer, who you took with a first-round pick, can't get on the court in a game that you feel like you have to have against a team you're up 19, and you're sitting at 21-20, and he called this a developmental year. If the guy you're supposed to be developing can't even get on the floor, then what really are we doing here? And I subscribe to that notion. You guys know how I feel about Eric Spoelstra. I'm not going to second guess his coaching decision either, but I can look at this right now, the Miami Heat right now, and say, you're 21-20. The trade deadline's coming up. A lot of questions need to be answered about the roster, and you're not even playing the guy that you're supposed to be developing. So what direction are we going in? Are we actually trying to get Giannis Antetokounmpo? Fine. Are we? If we're not in the Giannis game, and it doesn't appear like you're really in the Ja game unless you can get him for peanuts, then I think there's a conversation that needs to be had about genuinely going in a different direction, because this isn't it. This team has no actual title aspirations. Unfortunately, it's just a fact of the matter. They don't. But and your 7-footer sitting on the bench, not getting minutes because the coach doesn't want to play him. He's the guy you're supposed to be developing.
Developing what? I've told this, to your point. I've explained to this big old fella how to recover on the pick and roll. I explained to him, we watch film. When I get in the ISO, he's getting air fried. What more do you want me to do? And you get frustrated with that. Develop him. Develop what? He's lazy.
And then to your point, you go, Spo knows this ain't a championship team. So what the hell? I'm going to trot this guy out here who I don't think is giving a bleep about what I tell him to. So I get it.
From
Again, but
Spo's
the only
side.
thing I'm criticizing is him saying it so publicly.
Oh, that's Eric Spoelstra.
Well, that's what Spo thinks, and I'm down with that. That's fine.
He definitely feels a certain. I mean, it's not even a debate. He definitely feels a certain way about Khalil Ware. It's not that he doesn't like him. They just have a standard, and they're looking at him and they're saying, "You've got to be here already."
Yeah.
And there's nights where he surpasses that standard, and then there's nights like yesterday where he's like, "I'm not even dealing with this tonight. Like, I can't deal with it." And he sits him on the bench after 8 minutes.
He had Zoe, he had Shaq, he had Bam. And now I'm going to deal with Whiteside and Ware. I know what bigs are supposed to look like. That's not, my bigs don't look like that.
Headlines brought to you by Darrell Hyundai. You always pay less with your Pricito at Darrell Hyundai. Visit them at Darrell Hyundai or DarrellHyundai.com.
Here, take the fourth quarter box score. I don't need that one. I know what happened in that fourth quarter. Nothing.
Oh, man, Pella Larson was a -10.
So
come on, Pella.
The Heat play OKC on Saturday and then again Monday night.
So
that's the
Golden
national
State.
championship game, but you'll be watching the national championship game in the studios, right? Because you got a West Coast broadcast.
I will have the Miami Hurricanes Indiana game up 100%. There's no doubt in my mind. I'll be paying attention to the Heat. Don't get me wrong.
Sure.
But I'll have the game up for sure.
Nobody had a positive in the fourth quarter?
Did
Jesus
you see the
Christ.
fourth quarter?
They got
somebody sneak up on them.
They were winning the entire game, Crowder.
Khalil Ware was 0.
We didn't play.
But everything was 0.
I mean,
Zero across the
Anthony
board.
Simons gave you 37 yesterday. I mean, that is
brutal.
All right, so the Dolphins still don't have a head coach, in case you're tuning in and wondering if they do. They do not have a head coach. But there is NFL playoff action this weekend, and we have Buffalo at Denver, San Francisco at Seattle. Those are the two games tomorrow. Buffalo at Denver is going to be 4:30 on CBS, and then San Francisco at Seattle will be on Fox at 8 p.m. tomorrow.
I just saw from Joe Shad, the Jets interviewed the Dolphins defensive back coach, Matt Araujo, for their vacant DC position.
Araujo.
Araujo.
Or Araujo.
Araujo.
You're just making up words. Can't say somebody's last night say or. What's his name? Araujo.
Damn, Nico Collins is out versus the Patriots. That's big for the Texans.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Oh, he got knocked to sleep the last week.
Yeah, he got carted off out of the game.
Yeah, they can't let him play.
Yeah. Just looking here if there's any other NFL news.
I'm looking on Schefter's account, too, just to see if there's anything we missed all afternoon.
James Harrison says Mike Tomlin is not a Hall of Fame coach. That's kind of big news.
James Harrison, kind of a nut.
James Harrison has good days and bad days.
And I say that with all due respect, by the way.
James has some ups and downs. Let's call him tomorrow.
Falcons have interviewed Antonio Pierce for their head coach opening.
Frank Gore Jr. elevated. That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Frank Jr. playing with the Bills in the playoffs.
I saw somewhere the first father and son to catch a ball in the NFL from the same quarterback was Frank and Frank.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yep.
From Josh Allen?
Josh Allen threw balls to Frank Sr. and Frank Jr.
That is cool.
That is cool. That damn Frank Gore was good, boy. Goodness gracious.
Are you? If you had to pick one team to win the Super Bowl?
I mean, that's the thing. Like, you go, okay, Houston could advance tomorrow. What?
Crazy.
Houston? Like, I'm sorry, not a believer.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge believer in New England still.
Nope.
I'm not a huge believer in any of the teams remaining.
That's the fun and
One
the
of these
weird
teams,
side.
how many teams are left? There's 8 teams left. One of these teams is going to be the Super Bowl champion.
Yep. Because I think I'm with the Rams, but I just said it so long, I think I just have to ride out my thought. But if they get whooped by the Bears, I'm not going to be that surprised.
I would. I think of all the teams remaining, I think Chicago and Houston are the 2 weakest teams. No offense, Hawk. I like Chicago, and I'm rooting for the Bears, genuinely. But I don't think they're actually a great team. I think they benefit from playing at home, and because it's going to be negative 30 degrees, it's going to be a game. But I think LA is a way better team than
You
Chicago.
believe in Bo Nix and the Broncos over Ben Johnson and Caleb?
Yes.
Bo Nix could be wall. You don't even know what he looks like.
Bro, Denver's
Nick,
legit
their
good. They're the
defense can
one
play.
seed in the AFC.
And the AFC was weak this year.
Oh,
New
get
England's
out of here.
too.
The AFC was weak this year.
Weak as hell.
Because Mahomes is out?
No, because they're weak.
It wasn't as strong as people anticipated.
We thought it would be.
But go look at the playoff teams. It was all the teams outside of Kansas City who expected to be in the playoffs.
Not Houston. Nobody expected Houston to be good.
Yeah.
Colts were supposed to be good. The Colts were garbage. You're crazy.
Seattle's probably the best team, right?
Seattle wasn't supposed to be that good. See, even that. NFL's not strong because I'm not even impressed by the NFC.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I just feel like saying, I guess.
Yeah.
But aren't we supposed to like it this way?
Oh, I don't mind it at all. I think the games are more fun to watch this way. But in seasons past, it's like, well, until Kansas City loses, I'm not betting against them. Right. Or when Buffalo's clicking on all cylinders, or Philadelphia's clicking on all cylinders, I just don't see a team that makes me go, oh, wow, there's a Super Bowl champion right there.
Last couple years, we had the Eagles and the Lions always. We had KC. We had Buffalo. Always. We had our teams. Now, it's the Texans. How are they there? The Patriots? Because they got Vrabel. Vrabel put them over the edge in 2 years. That's just – I don't know if it's a weird year or if it's really a passing of the torch to different teams.
All right, guys. Your weather in South Florida, it's in the mid-60s. It'll stay there throughout the rest of the evening, and it's supposed to be beautiful weather throughout the weekend and into Monday as well for the national championship game. That is your weather.
Should be kind of perfect for Monday night at The Rock. Cheetah Pompano, great spot to watch a game this weekend. All the playoff games will be there at Cheetah Pompano and Cheetah Palm Beach. They've got VIP areas, 4 stages of entertainment, the most beautiful ladies in South Florida to entertain. And Cheetah Pompano has an amazing complimentary gourmet lunch till 3 p.m. every day. Lots of specials. They do happy hour specials till 6 p.m. every day. Monday night, if you want to watch the Natty, you can watch it at Cheetah Pompano or Cheetah Palm Beach. Like I said, all the playoff games this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. January 24th at Cheetah Pompano, you can catch UFC 324. Cheetah Pompano is a perfect place to watch a big UFC fight card. UFC 324 is just that. Every day is a great day at Cheetah Pompano Beach. Make sure you visit Cheetah Palm Beach as well. Get all the details at cheetahsofl.com.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Guys, we are Miami.
We're at the Miami Beach Convention Center for Playoff Fan Central. Getting everybody ready for National Championship game, which is Monday night at Hard Rock. Now, I know a lot of people have expressed displeasure at the parking situation. Parking on the secondary market is in the $700 and $800 range if you want to park at the stadium.
Minimum.
Now, and parking is sold out, by the way. It's not like you can buy a ticket for parking anywhere. It is sold out. But Hard Rock Stadium has just tweeted out the most convenient way to Hard Rock Stadium. Get dropped off at lot 70, which is the Hard Rock Hotel, which I believe is in a different county.
441?
Yeah, that's the one.
Goodness gracious.
Get dropped off at lot 70, which is the Hard Rock Hotel, or lot 95, which is the Golden Glades parking garage.
Might well park in my driveway.
And then ride the free shuttle to the stadium. Note, though, that a game ticket is required to board on Monday.
DM me, I'll let you park in Davie.
So if you're going to take the shuttle, if you're going to park at Hard Rock Hotel or you're going to park at Golden Glades, you got to have a game ticket to get on the shuttle.
I know people are very upset about the fact that if you go tailgate, you buy a ticket to get into the parking lot, but you don't have a game ticket, they're going to ask you to leave the parking lot once the game kicks off.
Correct.
I mean, I'm not going to tailgate, so I it doesn't affect me, but I also understand there is a culture of Hurricanes fans, Miami football fans going to Hard Rock Stadium without tickets for every Canes home game, setting up a tailgate outside and spending the evening there, listening to the stadium, watching the game. Like I realize that's part of the culture, right?
Understand, though, that this has nothing to do with the university and Hard Rock Stadium. This is all owned by college football. Same thing with the Super Bowl when a Super Bowl comes to town, because I know even our pregame show was supposed to be in the normal spot that they have it outside the stadium, and then college football said, nope, you can't be there, and now they're up in the booth. No tailgating after kickoff. After kickoff, fans without game tickets will be asked to leave the parking lots. There's also the added, I'm guessing, element of the president being there. So now you have security concerns. So you've got to get superfluous people out from around wherever he is. So parking is sold out. This is all from Hard Rock. Parking is sold out. Stadium parking lots are at full capacity. No parking is available for purchase on game day. So you want to do ride share, you want to do parking at, like I said, the Hard Rock or Golden Glades parking lot and take a shuttle. And it says even take ride share to the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel or the Golden Glades parking garage, because you're not going to get very close in an Uber or a Lyft.
Good luck.
So you really want to take a ride share to one of the spillover lots and then take the shuttle from there.
I would say, because we talked about it earlier, where this is the first time a team is playing in a national championship game in the same stadium that they play their home games in. Don't take it personal. They're not attacking the Canes fans.
This is how it's done.
It's really a coincidence.
Yes.
And you're blessed by the coincidence that the Canes are playing at home. They're going to do this in Arizona. They would have done this in everywhere they're going. So they're not attacking Canes fans. I've heard that and I've seen that out there. No, they're doing their protocol, and it's at Hard Rock Stadium.
It's not that they're attacking Canes fans, but it is ultimately a home game.
Well, it's not, though.
But
I know.
We're used to a certain way at Hard Rock Stadium when the Hurricanes are playing. And now all of a sudden the Hurricanes are playing in this giant game, and they're going, everything you know from the last 20 years, it doesn't count.
But if this was the Fiesta Bowl, if it was switched,
correct,
these rules would be implemented in Arizona as well.
Understood.
So it's not, they're not saying your culture's taken. They wouldn't let you do it out there, Solana.
I'm not blaming them. I'm just telling you I understand why a lot of people who couldn't afford, diehard Canes fans who can't afford
I want to be
prices.
on site.
I want to be there.
I want to hear the crowd cheering while I watch it on TV.
I want to celebrate after the game in the parking lot like we always do for a big game.
You can, just at the Sonic parking lot next to Walmart.
Actually, no, because Trump's stopping there after for a cheeseburger.
Well, because Trump is going to be there, Hard Rock points out, arrive early, expect security checkpoints.
Yeah.
Extended security perimeter is in effect. Game tickets will be scanned at multiple checkpoints between parking areas and the stadium. So just be aware. You can go follow Hard Rock Stadium on Twitter, or you can go to collegefootballplayoff.com.
Hoch, I know there's somebody, and Crowder, I know you go in Ubers a lot. There's somebody listening who's saying, F that. I'm going to Uber to the stadium. Don't. Because here's what's going to end up happening. I know this has happened to me several times going to Hard Rock. You're going to be in an Uber for 2 hours. Yeah. You're going to be miserable. The Uber driver is going to hate you because you put them in a situation and you're literally stuck on the turnpike trying to get off on University Drive. You will not move for 2 hours, and everybody in that car will hate one another. It'll be the worst experience of your life.
And then they do the thing where it gets them in trouble if you try to get out where the stop isn't marked, and then it creates a problem and a headache for the driver and whatever. You're better off. You have to have a lot of patience. Ride share to the Hard Rock. Yeah. Take the shuttle. It's going to be a pain in the ass getting on a shuttle afterwards. That's where it's going to really be a pain in the ass because you're going to have to wait in a line after the game because everyone's leaving at the same time. And then you got to get back to the Hard Rock on the shuttle. And by the way, that shuttle bus got to fight through all the traffic to get out of the stadium as well, just like any other vehicle. And then you get back to the Hard Rock, and now you're going to have to get your ride share to wherever you're going, your house or wherever you put your car. Bring several $1,000s, hit the roulette table. Yeah, I just solved your night.
There's always different options. The game's at what, 7:30 Monday?
Yeah.
Head over there about 7 a.m., bring you a little lunch pail, and just relax.
Right. You know what you could do? I know from experience, you can fit 6 or 7 Uncrustables in a pocket.
Go by 7 a.m., chill on the corner,
You take out a dozen Uncrustables. You put them in several pockets. Wear cargo shorts if you want, depending on the weather.
Freeze them first, so they got to thaw.
You have to take them out of the freezer anyway, so now they're going to thaw while they're in your pockets. So now you've got food for the entire day, right?
Yep.
So you get there, let's say 7 a.m. What time can you get to the stadium? What time do the shuttles start going? Do we have any idea?
The shuttles?
Yeah.
No idea.
All right. Let's say 2?
Yeah.
No, probably before then, right?
Game starts at what time?
7:30.
7:30? Yeah, I have no idea.
Let me see what the Hard Rock.
There's a canal right there. You bring a towel. It's like being at the beach.
I can't imagine. What?
That nice canal, that waterway by the stadium. You lay a towel down, you sunbathe.
On the gravel?
Yeah, right on the gravel.
Oh, okay.
No, you want to get into the parking lot
early.
Ever
fish there?
The key is to get into the parking lot early.
I fished in that canal next to the stadium when I played. I ain't catch nothing, but I fished through. I fished in all them little canals and little retention ponds on the side of the turnpike, all the way from Davie to. I fished in every one of those lakes.
You ever researched about those canals? You know they're man-made canals.
I know they're man-made. I'm not incredible. Fish are in there though.
No. I meant
retention ponds are incredible.
I meant like the fact that they thought of that. I read about it a couple months ago. Pretty incredible stuff, man.
I do marvel sometimes that, like, if the world was made up of me's, I don't know if the tire would be invented yet. Or I should say the wheel. I think probably not a tire, but a wheel. I don't know if a wheel would be invented.
I mean, think about that, Hoch. When they're mapping out the city in order to drain South Florida because it was a swamp.
Yes.
They had to build all these bodies of waters, these canal systems to avoid flooding and whatever, even though it still floods down here. So, like, somebody mapped out all these canals throughout all of South Florida in order to drain the swamp.
You want me to blow your mind? Go look in, like, the 50s and 60s at 75 coming off Alligator Alley. Weston was mush.
It was marshland, right?
It was all that was mush. Davie and all was just mush.
Does anyone know what time the parking lot's open? That's what I've been looking for here. But we have any idea what time the parking lot's open?
And sunbathed by the canal.
Probably 2.
Nah, I don't want to guess. I want to know. I can guess just like you can. I'm curious if somebody actually knows what time the parking lot's open.
Probably around 2.
2. It used to be 4 hours because when I did the Dolphin pregame, I don't know, because like we're saying, I'll double down. The Dolphins aren't running this.
Oh.
This is college football playoffs running this, so don't be upset.
Oh, you mean the Dolphins pregame that you were late to every single Sunday?
Wilson, our Photoshop guy, says gates open at 11 a.m.
Told you.
So if you trust Wilson, if you trust Wilson, 11 a.m.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, yeah, what is that?
You get there at
7-8 hours in a parking lot?
No problem.
Time of your
Uncrustables,
life.
get a towel,
Time of your absolute life.
bring a little Popia pocket fisherman.
That's why my gut is telling me that ticket prices are going to drop a little bit. Not a ton, but I think you're going to be able to get in game day $1,800, $1,500, because they're at like 3,000, 4,000 right
so?
now. I do.
I don't think so, Hoch.
Because people are going to run from the parking.
No, I think they're going to wake up that day and go, oh, yeah, do I really want to go? It's 10 a.m. I got a pocket full of Uncrustables.
This idiot told me to sunbathe by the canal.
do I really want to spend the entire day in a parking lot?
I don't know, man. I think it's I think that would be Indiana fans down here that don't have tickets that just or sit around waiting and thinking about that.
Oh, I think a lot of people are going to show up and wait till the last minute. We did it at the Stanley Cup, right? I mean, we were there. We were doing the show. We waited till the last minute to buy our Stanley Cup tickets. It was on the secondary market.
It was, to be fair, though, that was game 3 of the Stanley Cup final. For game 7 the following year, we couldn't get tickets. We had waited.
Well,
we had waited a little bit.
We could get tickets, not as cheaply as we had gotten them.
Right. I mean, it was a significant difference.
Right. But and I'm
This
not.
is game
I'm not
7.
right. But I'm not saying these are going to be $400 tickets.
Yeah,
I'm saying
I get you.
they may not be 3,000. They might be 1,800 or 2,000. It's I'm guessing. I have no idea.
It's why I'm rooting for Miami so hard. I know so many people that dropped serious money for these tickets because they couldn't get their season ticket holders.
This is once in a lifetime.
They couldn't get tickets through the other way to do it.
There are a lot of players, a lot of alumni on Twitter, on social media who cannot get tickets.
Yep.
And they're blaming the university. But again, the university really doesn't control most of these tickets. College football playoffs do.
I'll tell you, who beat the hell out of the Heat at home game 5 last time they went to the final? Was that the Nuggets?
Yeah.
When I went to that game, I paid a bunch of money, and they got the hell beat out of them. I look back now when I'm watching Khalil Ware and Spo argue and Bam score 6 in the night. I'm like, man, I'm glad I went to that game. So I hope UM is back and all of that, but to have a national championship game at home, that you should want to be in the door. It's very special. If the Florida Gators were in this game, I would be in there. I would have to put the cash out.
Malik Rozier, quarterback for the Hurricanes.
Yeah.
Friend. He tweeted last night, dang, no lie, I'm in my feelings about this. Been to every home game for the past 4 years, spending over $200,000 and can't get an alumni ticket. See you all next season, maybe. And Malik Rozier, he buys a suite every year. That's where the $200,000 comes from. He spends $50,000 a year on a suite. He says that he could not get alumni tickets.
Should have saved his money.
I mean, Hoch. You got Ray Lewis.
But you're telling me Malik Rozier shouldn't get a ticket?
Did you watch that game against
Malik
Pitt?
Rozier had
watched
some,
that game against Pitt?
Malik Rozier had some games, man.
Yeah, I remember the one against Pitt.
Malik Rozier had some games.
Where does that stop, though? Anybody that played quarterback for UM, he wasn't like an All-American.
Well,
he didn't do anything.
How about any,
I have no problem
how
with
about
Malik
any
Rozier.
quarterback who's been investing in a suite and supporting the team for the last 5 seasons?
I don't know about that. I went to a UM game a couple of years ago. Stations tickets. I sat next to Malik Rozier. Talked about it on the air. Nice guy.
Well, what don't you know about?
He wasn't in a suite that day.
What do you mean?
I'm not going to accuse him of not being truthful. I'm just saying I sat at a UM Virginia game a couple of years ago. They missed a field goal to win the game at the very end of the game. And I was sitting like row 8, sideline, 50-yard line. Malik Rozier is sitting right next to me.
You're calling BS on Malik Rozier?
I'm not. I'm just saying I sat next to you.
He left his suite to sit next to you, probably.
Right. I mean.
But I don't know. I'm not defending it. Malik Rozier had those tickets from the Canes. The Canes don't run any of this.
I understand, but the Canes do get a certain allotment of alumni tickets.
Yes, and I would, as he said, I don't think he makes the list.
Yeah, well, I'd have to see the other alumni who requested. If Edrin James requested some tickets,
Yes, I know EJ's
Ray
gonna be
Lewis
there. Yep.
requested some tickets.
Michael Irvin, him and his sweat need 3 tickets.
He's bringing his belt. He needs a ticket just for the belt.
The belt needs a ticket.
Belt to ass Monday.
That does suck because Malik Rozier, literally responsible for the biggest Hurricanes win prior to the last 2 years.
I mean, should Ja'Cory Harris be able to get alumni tickets?
Easy. In the door.
Where does it stop?
I don't know. All right, anyway, we got to take a break. 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock Funky Buddha happy hour is coming up. Again, if you're just joining us and you have tickets for Monday night, get to the parking lot 7 a.m. and bring a fishing rod to the parking lot somehow. I don't know.
Pocket fisherman.
The Popeil pocket fisherman. Do you know Ron Popeil, Solana?
Ron
Popeil.
Popeil?
No, not Popeil.
Oh, say it all.
Ron Popeil.
I do not.
You do not? All right. 5 o'clock Funky Buddha happy hours coming up here from the Miami Beach Convention Center. Playoff Fan Central.
We all know anniversaries are something special. My friends at Ed Moore's are celebrating. Listen here. 80 years in business. That's why the GM, my buddy Chris Ack, is down there at Ed Moore's. They're going to come with you, and they're going to help you out, commemorating the occasion by giving you special savings on Cadillac's luxury, like the all-electric 2026 Cadillac Optic, just $349 a month, or the all-electric 2025 Cadillac Lyric, just $369 a month. Go check out these vehicles. They are amazing. Ed Moore's brand has been family-owned and operated for 80 years, so they know how to take care of their customers. That's why it's something special to be backed by Moore's. We're all family. So don't miss out on these 80th anniversary savings. Go see my buddies at Ed Moore Sawgrass Cadillac. They are the 6-time dealer of the year off Sungrass Boulevard and the Sawgrass Expressway. Visit EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com. And remember, it is great for the trade-in, to the sale, to the lease, to the service. I'm backed by Moore's, and you need to be backed by Moore's. Click EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com.
You are listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
No time left. No time left. Miami wins. Miami wins. We're going to the national championship.
5 o'clock hour is the Funky Buddha Happy Hour, brought to you by our friends at Funky Buddha Brewery. Good vibes on tap. Now, you want to watch some of the playoff games this weekend? Funky Buddha, Oakland Park, that's the place to be. Monday night, you want to watch Miami and Indiana, Funky Buddha, the tap room in Oakland Park. And then I've been reminding you, the Funky Buddha Maple Bacon Coffee Porter Festival is January 31st. There's no cover, all-day event, 50-plus beers, live music. I mean, mark your calendar so that you are at Funky Buddha, the tap room in Oakland Park, on January 31st. That is their biggest event of the year, and you do not want to miss it. So we're at the Miami Beach Convention Center. Playoff Fan Central is happening. It'll be happening all weekend long, and it's a great opportunity for you to get into the spirit of the national championship game. You could bring the kids and the family. There's a lot of activities. There's a lot of activations. I just had a frosted Dr. Pepper at the Chick-fil-A activation, which was delicious. I don't know if you noticed, Crowder, as we're sitting here for the Funky Buddha Happy Hour, there's a gentleman sitting next to me. His name is Hector, and he came up to meet us during the commercial break, and he says he's a big fan of the show. And I don't know if you could see as well, he has no legs.
Yes. I talked to my man.
Look at that. That's his leg. He's showing it on the stream. I wasn't being crass by saying he has no legs. He had said to me, "Hey, do you mind if I show my leg on the camera?" I'm like, "Knock yourself out. That'd be great." But tell him, this always amazes me because we have fun on this show. We laugh, we giggle, we make fun of each other. It's just 4 hours of mindless entertainment. I'm sure you get the same thing I do, which is every now and then I'll get direct messages, email from someone. Was going through a terrible time. I lost a family member, and your guys' show brought me through everything. Or you guys, in a dark time of my life, were the only laughter that I could muster up, for a couple hours every day. And I'm always touched by that stuff. And Hector came up to meet us during the commercial break, and he was telling me his story and what we meant to him. And I was like, oh, my God, sit down and just chop it up with us for a second here, and so we can make you realize that we're not worth any kind of praise. I mean, wait till you watch Solana do headlines live. You're not going to believe what you're seeing. But go ahead. So so how did you you lost your legs? But obviously, I imagine anyone losing their limbs, that's a very dark time.
Yeah, I had an accident in Miami Beach on West Avenue. But that happened, and I recovered from the accident. And the reason I'm here is to let you guys know, when I saw you guys, I panicked and I freaked because when I was amputated, and this happens with a lot of people with disabilities, we were depressed and stuck with the TV, that reruns. But at 2 o'clock, it was time at the rehab center, and everybody knows who has this disability in my circle. It's time for Hoch, Crowder, and Solana show. And it really has helped us go through our pain being disabled. I don't feel disabled. I feel able, but that's just a term they say. But I'm really inspired by these three gentlemen. First of all, Crowder was just like my roommate in college. Exactly. He was a middle linebacker at Indiana University.
Wow. This guy's rooting for Indiana, by the way.
I'm wearing a yellow shirt I'm wearing a yellow shirt, or orange shirt to blend in secretly. But tomorrow I'll be all outfitted in Indiana gear. And then, and Hoch reminds me of the Midwest. I grew up in Indiana University, worked in Chicago, McDonald's, my first 3 years. And then, what I love about Solano, he reminds me kind of me, a younger me. He's an American Latino.
He runs like a guy with no legs.
I heard about his arms in the show earlier. I don't know.
He runs. Little body.
I've got Hector in the 40 over Solana. I don't know about you guys. Did you see the video of him running earlier?
No, but I can run too.
Yeah. I've got you in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah.
I've got you in a heartbeat.
But Solano reminds me. I'm Puerto Rican, but I also went to school in Indiana. And hearing him talk both ways in his Spanish vibe and in his American vibe really reminds me of me, a younger version of me, good American Latino. So we had a Midwest reminder, American Latino reminder, and my roommate reminder. And these guys have really inspired me, motivated me, through my my time in the hospital, I was not depressed during that 4 to 5 hour time frame. Actually, laughing a lot. So I just want to come and express my thankfulness to these three gentlemen who have really, who've really made a difference in my life and continue to make a difference. Just because I'm walking and talking. Oh, by the way, I play pickleball. Solana and I.
We're setting up.
We're setting up a little
game.
pickleball day.
I mean, I've got you all day, Hector.
I told Hector, don't take it easy on anybody.
Right? Yeah, you don't want him to take it easy on you, right?
No, we're going full blast
because
we're going all the way.
You're gonna see just.
Well, he's a world champion, so
yeah.
So that's what I got.
Hector minus 1,200.
100%, man.
But I came here just simply to share my appreciation. I know it's championship week, and we're talking about Indiana, Miami, and so am I. But for this 5 minutes, I just had to say thank you to you guys.
No, thank you to you for telling us the story, and because it keeps everything in perspective. You know, you have up days, down days, and you see someone who's gone through real tragedy, losing your legs. And how long ago was that?
Well, one was about 10 years ago. The other one was about 7 or so.
Wow.
5.
And I can't imagine, but to know that maybe we played some small part in your rehabilitation and keeping your mind right during a time where obviously it would be easy for it to go to very dark places is touching for us.
So and the entire disability community, we tune in at 2 p.m. to listen to you guys.
Really?
It's the height of the day, really. I mean, you know, especially with me, you got it's the earlier people who lose their legs. They're sitting at home just doing nothing or stuck with TV. But the radio provides laughter, entertainment, and great information. So that's
we're going to give you no laughter and false information here during the headlines. So I'm glad that you're hanging out with us. Hector will just hang out with us here. Headlines brought to you by Durrell Hyundai. You always pay less with your Pricito at Durrell Hyundai. Visit them at Durrell Hyundai or DurrellHyundai.com. Here is Alejandro Solana with your faulty, unfunny headlines.
Which I prepared nothing for these headlines, by the way.
Oh,
Hector,
shocking.
Just so you know.
Oh, wow. Unlike other days.
Different than usual.
Surprised.
Hector, do you wish, now that you've met us all, that you had actually found a different show?
No.
He actually got caught in traffic. He was here to meet Jay Fig, Tobin, and Leroy.
I mean, those that never showed up, so I thought you guys would be second, next best thing.
If Joe Rose walked by here, I'd imagine we wouldn't see Hector anymore.
Right.
Oh,
he'd say, every day, 6 a.m.
The Miami Hurricanes are going to play Monday. We'll be on the air 2 to 3, and then it'll be the pregame show. So we'll get an opportunity to talk one final time before the game. But luckily, no real major injuries for the Miami Hurricanes. I think that's really positive news going into the game on Monday.
Hector, all the niceties out of the way. Your team's going to get their asses kicked on Monday night.
I don't know about that. Oh,
are you going to the game?
No, 5,000, 3. No.
Yeah,
I'm going to go to.
I ain't got enough either.
The Indiana University Alumni Club is going to be at Batch in downtown Miami.
Oh, Batch?
Downtown Miami.
That place was great 15 years ago.
Well,
I'm going to be around a batch of bad ones, Hector. I'm going to Tootsie's.
Hey, no joke. Get the Philly cheesesteak at Batch. That thing is unbelievable.
All right.
Yeah, you know what? Your idea of what a good Philly cheesesteak is so off.
What does that mean?
Because you don't think they're any different in South Florida than they are in Philadelphia.
No, they're better in South Florida.
Now you're saying the Philly cheesesteak at Batch.
It was rated, the Philly cheesesteak at Batch was literally ranked the best sandwich in America one year.
By who?
By who?
I'll put $1 billion on it. I'll put $1 billion on it.
By you and your brother? Solana, you just make up facts.
No, I'm telling you.
Batch.
Yeah.
Philly. I've been to Batch before, by the way. I think we did a station event there once.
At Batch?
Batch.
Yeah. An Indiana game?
Okay. Definitely not. Batch Philly cheesesteak. Let's see. Nope, doesn't look like there's any awards or anything.
I'm telling you,
I'll
find the article because we did a whole segment on.
Oh, it's a gastro pub.
Yeah.
Those are already weird.
It's a bar.
It's in Fort Lauderdale, right?
No, it's in Miami.
Downtown Miami.
Yeah.
Well, that's not the batch I was at.
It's in Brickell.
Oh, all right. Let's see.
What is a gastropub?
It's a pub that sells food.
What does gastro mean?
Gastronomy.
Yeah, the art of food.
Really?
Yeah, right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it like your gastrointestinal area,
Correct.
it all
Oh,
all ties
the
in.
microbiome.
Hector, explain it.
Yeah.
Stomach area.
No, but I mean, you have
Where food goes.
astronomist, and then you have gastronomist.
Astronomist?
Astronomer,
What
and
are
then
you
the
talking
gastronomer.
about? You're embarrassing me in front of Hector.
These Miami sandwiches were named the best in the United States, January 14, 2022, in the Miami Herald.
Oh, 3 years ago.
I said 1 year. Yeah.
Surprised. The Miami Herald
Excellent.
brought up a Miami place.
All right,
No, they were named. They're just writing about these sandwiches. The hot pepper cheesesteak from Batch Gastropub in Miami and the croqueta preparada from Sandwich de Miami in Little Havana on MASH.com.
Oh, it's from MASH.com?
Oh,
I didn't
man.
know that.
Yeah, that thing blew up, huh?
Well, try the cheesesteak.
I'm
while
going
you're
to do
at
it, yeah,
All
for
right,
sure.
all right.
For sure.
Actually, I'd pass on it. It's not All right, guys. Your NFL schedule one final time. The Bills are at Denver. Are we making picks here, or what are we doing? All
right, go ahead. No, name the games, and I'll make my pick.
Buffalo at Denver.
Are we picking the winner or against the spread?
We'll do it with the spread. Unfortunately, I don't have Wi-Fi here, so I can't pull up the Hard Rock Bet app.
You are embarrassing me in front of
Well,
Hector.
I have odds, just not from Hard Rock, and I
Okay.
don't know how they differ.
All right, go ahead.
But according to ESPN here, Denver's a 1.5-point favorite over Buffalo at home.
So who's this? Denver and Buffalo?
Broncos, Bills. Hot,
Yeah,
yes.
I'm taking Denver. I'm taking
taking-
Denver.
Taking Bill straight up.
Hector?
Bill straight up.
All right.
Bills money line.
Yeah.
All right. Jimmy?
Bills money line.
All right.
The Seahawks are going to host San Francisco tomorrow, 8 o'clock. It'll be on Fox. Seattle's a 7-point favorite at home.
Seattle is a 7-point favorite over San Francisco, is what you're saying?
That's a touchdown favorite over
I'm
the
going
Niners.
to go
Hawks.
San Francisco plus the points.
I'm with you. Seattle can win. I don't think they're going to beat them by
Too many
7.
points.
Too many
points. Hector?
Straight up Seattle.
Seattle.
I'm riding with Hector. Seattle. I might bet them like alternate line minus 2 touchdowns.
Really? Minus
They're
14?
going to whoop them.
I think so, yeah. I think they're going to
They're
whoop
going to
them.
run the 49ers off the field.
I think they're going to whoop their ass tomorrow.
Wow.
Jimmy?
I'm going to take San Francisco plus the points.
Plus the points. All right.
Where's Jimmy?
There's Jimmy. You see him? Jimmy didn't help you at all, right?
No.
I didn't. He was there.
I'm just saying. Like he didn't, but with your rehabilitation and everything, like Jimmy does nothing for you. Yeah, it's us three.
It's us
Yeah.
three, yeah.
No, but Jimmy adds
Nothing.
Not much.
no, he adds commentary.
All right, fair enough. Highest form of compliment, Jimmy.
Yeah.
And he's great with the music.
Thank you,
Let's do the
Hector.
music.
There you go.
Houston at New England, 3
Houston
p.m. on Sunday.
is at New England.
The Patriots are a 3-point favorite.
Patriots are 3-point favorites.
Right.
I'm going to take the Patriots laying the points.
Opposite. I'm taking Houston.
Really?
I don't need no points. I think they win straight up.
Interesting. Hector?
Patriots with the points.
Patriots and
Houston money line, fellas.
I'm with Solana.
Jimmy?
Houston money line.
Really interesting. I think the Patriots are going to run away with this one. And the final one?
Chicago
Bears.
Hawks, Bears. I imagine Hector and you are going to be in the same boat with this pick.
Yep.
Chicago hosting the Los Angeles Rams. 6:30 will be on NBC at Soldier Field. Rams are 4.5-point favorites on the road in Chi-Town.
That's right. I want the Bears. I don't even want your stinking points. I may lay 7 points with the Bears. They're putting the hammer down Sunday night on the Rams.
I'm getting cutesy on this one. I'm taking the Rams to win, but I'm taking the Bears with the money line. It's going to be a close game.
But you can't
And
take the Bears with the money line because then
I'm
you're
taking the
them
Bears
to
with the points.
There you go.
Sorry. So
All
the
right.
Bears are going to lose by less than 7.
Interesting. Well, it's 4.
Oh. Never mind. I'm just taking the Rams straight
Yeah,
up.
your guys are. I got to tell you, Hector has just dropped into a deep depression based on sitting here with us. I mean, we're We're babbling idiots, Hector. You have to be questioning everything that you thought about us.
I'm trying to process it all.
Hector, who do you like? Bears?
Bears, straight up.
Solana?
The Rams. The Rams.
Interesting.
The Rams.
Jimmy?
The Rams.
I'm going to pick the Rams laying the points.
Wow, Jimmy. Very disappointed in you. All right, anything else, Solana?
Nope.
Oh, Indiana-Miami game.
Well, we already made all our picks. We're all picking Miami. I'm guessing you think Indiana's going to
Absolutely.
really?
+7.
Yeah. All right.
Wow.
There you go.
Your weather in South Florida.
I'm going to jump on Hector after this.
Oh, I no mercy.
Let's jump him.
Yeah, no mercy.
I got the U colors. Look, U colors.
I do love that Hector put on an orange T-shirt to come talk to us.
Yeah, I would be rejected otherwise.
I am begging you to race Solana in the 40 during this next commercial break. Begging you. This will make you want to talk about us making your day.
We can walk 15, 5. We can walk a bit.
I've got you out walking him. I've got you out running him. I've got you out anything.
I don't think I can move anymore. Like, I don't think I could walk 10 yards.
That's why I've got Hector.
Yeah. You see your form?
Your weather in South Florida right now, we're indoors, but I would imagine it's still beautiful outside. It was beautiful today when we walked into the convention center. It's supposed to be in the mid-60s throughout the rest of the evening.
Hector, honestly, thank you for coming by and saying those kind words. We appreciate it.
Thank you guys for existing.
And we love you.
And keep broadcasting.
We appreciate you listening. We appreciate everyone who does. Thank you so much, Hector. Don Bailey Jr. is going to join us in the next segment to talk Hurricanes. It's the beginning of the year. This is a perfect time to visit International Jewelers Exchange. Maybe you got a little year-end bonus or you got some holiday spending cash. Find yourself something special. Find someone you love something special at International Jewelers Exchange. Incredible timepieces, diamonds, gold, custom-made jewelry. And then before you know it, it's going to be Valentine's Day and want to get her something special. So you start planning and shopping now. Imagine giving her a Valentine's Day gift that she's going to cherish forever. The place to make it happen is International Jewelers Exchange. With over 40 years in business and 3 convenient South Florida locations, they really are your jewelry superstore. So if you love timepieces, they have every watch you've ever dreamed of. If you want to custom design a piece of jewelry, like I said, which would make an incredible gift, it's no problem at International Jewelers Exchange. You're not dealing with salespeople. You're engaging with jewelers with over 50 years experience, and the prices are wholesale to the public. So you're going to see items up to 70% off retail. 3 locations, Aventura, block south of Aventura Mall, Boca Raton on Glades Road, just west of the Turnpike, and Boynton Beach at Boynton Beach Boulevard and Military Trail. The International Jewelers Exchange, unbeatable by design.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Beck holds his hands out, takes, drops,
To the
looks,
right, to the
looks,
right.
looks, wants the
Run
throw,
it,
going to
baby, you
run,
got
next
it,
to
you
open
got it,
field,
you got it.
Person back into the end zone. He runs it in.
5 o'clock hour is the Funky Buddha Happy Hour. Don't forget, Funky Buddha, good spot to watch the game Monday night. Good spot to watch the games tomorrow and on Sunday. Funky Buddha in Oakland Park, but Monday night as well. We had a fun day here at Playoff Fan Central at the Miami Beach Convention Center. Look, Crowder, Solana, and I just took a picture together. The streamers. Anyway, what a fun afternoon. Gary Abar, our on-site engineer, who had Solana was just pointing out to me, very long night and then a long day today. He's been here all day. He was with the Heat broadcast last night. Gary's been working hard, but we appreciate your on-site engineering prowess, and we appreciate everyone who came up to us here and said hello, and they enjoyed the show, and Giselle Espinales, who hung out with us for a little bit. Don Bailey Jr. right there as well. Dan Day's going to be coming up tonight in Miami. We go to the beach for a little solcito. We dance the day away with a little salsita. And when we want a low price, we know you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Hyundai. Take advantage of a Pricito right now on all your favorite new Hyundai models like a Tucson, Elantra, Santa Fe, Ioniq, Palisade, and more, all with owner assurance, America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles, and Hyundai complimentary maintenance as well. Don't miss your chance to save on a new Hyundai with easy financing, fast service, and the best value for your money, because you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Hyundai. Visit them at Doral Hyundai or DoralHyundai.com. If you're just joining us, well, you missed the whole show. But if you haven't heard me mention that we have video of Solana and Crowder running the 40 in a competition.
Yeah.
It's on my Instagram, Radio Mark Hochman. You can see the strangest running gait since Forrest Gump. And spoiler alert, it's not Crowder's gait.
Yeah, he ain't returned no kicks at Alabama.
Solana. Somebody wants to know if you're going to be calling in sick tomorrow. Probably it's Saturday, but he's going to call in sick for the Dink Club.
He's going to Greenbow, Alabama.
That's a very good impersonation. That is very good, Forrest Gump. All right, we appreciate Jimmy back in the studio holding things down. Gary Abar out here, and everyone who listened a little bit. Everybody have a great and safe weekend. We will speak with you on National Championship Monday, El Lunes. Everybody have a great and safe weekend. We'll speak with you El Lunes.
Solana, you could beat me at a Spanish quiz.